Hi. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
What did you...
No, you didn't.
Hello,
Hey,
folks.
hey, everyone.
Welcome to the first episode of our second chapter. We are the Shadows of Zethris on the Chaos Conductors channel. I'm Jordan. How's it going? Good. I'm glad you're here. Hope you're having a good day. How are you all?
Fantastic.
How do you all like our new cool layout?
I don't like it, it's better.
I don't like it. It's better.
Change is a scary thing.
Change is
How
so
dare
scary.
you improve my life? How
Right?
dare you? Who gave you the right?
Why are things improved? All right, so before we start the session, I actually recorded a recap video for anyone that, is hopping in for the first time and wants to know what's going on. They're going to know what's going on.
That's genius.
And for all of our... Thank you. I try my best. For all of our returning peeps, I mean, you can catch up on everything. So I'm going to go ahead and play that, and we can talk in chat. So, without further ado, roll that clip! Roll that clip! Hello and welcome. I am Jordan. I'm the DM of the Shadows of Zethris campaign, Chaos Conductors channel. If you are new, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. So, now that we have just concluded Chapter 1, and we're moving on to Episode 1 of Chapter 2, I figured it'd be a great time to do a recap. Okay, so our story started with our 6 adventurers known as the Shadows of Zethris, and they were at a bar after speaking with the Queen. A bloodied orc kind of bursts through the door and falls onto the ground. The party nurses the orc back to health and finds out that he was attacked by a young half-elf girl at the Queen's castle. So the Shadows leave to check the castle to find out that there's been like a massacre, and every guard in sight in the castle has been slain, and it didn't seem like any of them put up a fight. So after searching the castle, the Shadows found a woman suffering from some kind of mental curse. After helping her recover, Valgave digs into her mind and hears a voice whispering, destroy those who are undeserving, and use the children. Quite interesting. Moving to the Queen's chambers, they discovered that she had used a portal to escape, and surprisingly they didn't go through it. It was then that they decided to leave the castle and just kind of recoup and plan on their next steps. They then ran into the NPC Vehon, who had previously found the Shadows and kind of set up this deal, this ritual that would rid an evil spirit from Xena's bow. Now, Xena was not aware of this plan. So as they went to try and do this ritual, they had to lie to Xena as well, and that was interesting. But they proceeded to do the ritual, and Zethris, the evil spirit within Xena's bow, was not having that. So during that kind of fight, ritual kind of thing, Zethris possessed multiple members of the party, and they had to fight them before Zethris was finally banished from the bow. The next thing that happened was the Shadows kind of spoke with an orc named Balakmar, who they met in the castle. He was kind of in a dying state, but they saved him, and after hearing what he had to say, they then made preparations for leaving Stonehaven and traveling to Uthoran to collect these gems from the Cave of Whispers that the Queen mentioned or requested prior to the attack. As they arrived to Uthoran, they witnessed the savagery of the hunters of this village, as well as Tatiana hearing a familiar voice, that voice being her mother, because Uthoran is Tatiana's hometown. So the Shadows spoke with Tatiana's mother and learned as much as they could about the leaders of this town, called the Plant Whisperers. After seeking counsel with them, The Plant Whispers basically granted them access to the Cave of Whispers, where they went in, they got the gems. However, at the bottom of this cave, they were met with the gruesome fate of the Queen's guards that were sent here before them. Amartos, one of the Queen's guards, who is now possessed by a Balor demon named Bizno, sits among the bodies, clearly being the cause of this destruction, and the main antagonist of this chapter. Amartos, seemingly in control of himself for a moment, used the opportunity to, really apologize and let the shadows in on what Bizno was planning. Halfway through the conversation, however, Bizno kind of took control again and proceeded to chase the shadows of Zethris out of the cave, and unfortunately, it did result in Xena's death. Having lost a friend and ally, the shadows warned the town of Martos' arrival, and the town sealed off the Cave of Whispers. The shadows took to the road, and they headed towards the demonologist Levon, in hopes of finding out more information of Bizno, getting some info, seeing what they can do with it. So, after they spoke with Levon, they learned how to make a demon dampener with the crystals, and they made their way to the Misty Mountains because an old friend told Tatiana there was a monastic there who could help her train, become stronger. So, the shadows then braved the cold, moving towards the Misty Mountains. They avoided a run-in with the barbaric warriors. They fought these huge insect-like creatures, and they arrived at the monastery that was hidden at the base of the highest mountain. After unlocking the entrance and passing a couple of tests, Jian Qi, the monastic the shadows were informed of, revealed herself, offering training in the hopes of defeating Bizno. Training does not come cheap, however. A test would need to be passed. The shadows would need to scale the Misty Mountains to the highest point and collect a green coin-sized stone. With some struggle, con saves, ingenuity, and loot and Varian transforming into eagles and flight, they made their way to the top of the peak, but waiting on top for them was the light blue dragon. After trying to barter with the dragon, to no avail, the party was hit with a blast of cold and lightning energy, which transported them. Now, Tatiana woke up alone in a cave and ventured through it in order to find her friends. Slowly but surely, she found that each of her friends was suffering from their own personal nightmares that she had to save them from. Each of them could not remember anything, but seemed to trust Tatiana. But from internal scenes such as a nightclub, burning city, fields of dead crops, and even a Feywild-like retreat, Tatiana persisted in saving her friends from themselves. The last part of her test was the hardest, as it usually is. Reunited with all of her friends, she had to navigate through her own hellish dreamscape. A place that forced her to strike down Bizno, who appeared as her deceased master, Shun Pine. After doing so, the party was transported back to the light blue dragon, who introduced himself as Zanor. Zanor provided the shadows with gifts, and the green stone for passing the test, and even flew them back down to the monastery at the bottom of the mountain. Jian Qi was waiting for them, and congratulated them on their accomplishments. Then there was a lot of drunken shenanigans that involved a lot of emotionally manipulating Valgave into sharing secrets. Remember that whole emotional manipulation thing I mentioned 2 seconds ago? Yeah. Next episode, it bit them in the ass. It turned into a real good talking after Valgave snapped out of it. He proceeded to lay down the law, and after, Jian Qi informed Tatiana and Sumiko that they would need to stay for 2 months to train. During this 2-month period, Val gave loot and Virion traveled to Kessel to try and find some power that Amartos warned that Bizno was after. Here they found that Kessel was currently being attacked by demons. In fact, they were being constantly attacked, almost every day. In battle, they met a high elf warrior from Kengron named Cimmeria, who was a valued force in helping to destroy these demonic waves, these demonic forces. To make matters worse, the tree of Kessel that provides magic to Kessel, it seemed to be drained and dying. The party was presented with two paths. Valgave and Cimmeria stayed in order to continue protecting the town, while Lute and Virion traveled to the Feywild to hopefully restore the magic of this tree. Give it some juice. Now 2 months have now passed, and the monks have now caught up to Kessel to find the current state of things. Lute and Virion also finally returned from their Feywild trip. Cimmeria finds out that a locket that she's had for all of her life has some sort of divine power in it. So, of course, the gang calls on their old buddy Trixon to come take a look. Trixon performs a ritual and finds out that the demons seem to be attracted to the divine power, and that's what's drawing them to Kessel. In order to drive the demons away from Kessel, Trixon decides to hold on to the locket and to keep it away from Bizno. As Trixon runs away from Bizno, the shadows, now feeling prepared, run towards him. They proceed to have this final showdown. After a long fight spanning 2 episodes, they were victorious in banishing Bizno from Amartos' body, never to be seen on the material plane again. And this is where our story picks up for our next chapter. I hope that was enjoyable.
Hey.
we were listening to it as well, and now we're back.
Here we are.
Here we are.
We're all caught up.
Hey, yeah.
So, before we start, you should definitely check out our social media because we hit 210 followers. So that means 210. Such a random number, am I right? It's not actually random. Because the giveaway that we're giving away from Ambient Realms is a sound pack, a massive RPG ambient sound pack that's valued at $210.
Yep.
210 followers. Yeah.
What?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell
So
yeah.
go on our social media pages, Twitter, Instagram, for rules on how to enter. And we're gonna be supplying you with a code word after we get back from our break. And if you DM us with that code word, that's another entry.
Yep.
What?
Oh
What? Multiple
yeah.
entries?
You're
Multiple
right.
entries.
Right?
What's the code word?
We're gonna find out at the break.
We're gonna find out.
They gotta stick around.
Honestly, I haven't come up with one yet. It's gonna be something specific to what happens in this first half.
I like it.
Ooh, nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Death. That'll be the code word.
So if you guys,
TPK.
Tatiana,
Oh, no, don't you dare.
Tatiana.
Oh, no.
Don't talk about my
I mean, well, they
Don't talk about my girl that way.
life goal accomplished. Goodbye.
Peace.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Did I happy?
Ugh.
I'm gonna
Could be worse.
twist.
I'm gonna skip our formal recap.
Yeah.
Because we just went through about 10 minutes of it,
Mhm.
and we're just going to kind of go into things
Awesome.
now. I'm gonna move you all.
Oh.
Even more fancy, am I right? Even more fancy. We're doing big things here, guys.
Big things.
We're doing big things,
I got you,
Big change. It's exciting.
Wait till the end of the year.
right? Ooh, just more and more great things are going to be happening.
What do we have planned for the end of the year? Do we have something big
Who
planned?
knows?
Who knows?
We don't
Who
even
knows?
know.
Oh, okay.
Who knows?
I thought
Just
there was
literally
some
wait for it
secret
because
plan.
we haven't figured it out.
Okay.
When's the end of the year?
Oh,
It's December.
I don't know if we had a fiscal.
a fiscal.
Well, I mean, if you want to go when
October?
Chaos Connector
April
started,
next
that
year.
would be like
April.
October.
Yeah, October.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the military's fiscal, so
Oh,
works for me.
you have a lot going on in October.
Just lots of tears.
So many tears.
Oh,
So,
so.
Halloween's a
Shadows.
scary time.
put your immersion caps on. You are now your characters, and let us start episode 1 of this next chapter. All right. So, the last thing that happened was a scene. You can see that Martos fell to the ground after kind of Tatiana's outstretched fist. You can see her fist glowing as it kind of dissipates and fades away. Virian, you hug her, and she seems to kind of pass out a little bit. She's on the floor. I'm sorry, Martos is on the floor, and you can see that at first she seemed to be lying on you, and it was a touching moment. You can see now that she seems pretty exhausted. She, at this point, is kind of falling forward. You can feel that more of her weight is being supported.
I'll just catch her.
So you kind of look over. You can see that she's out.
Okay. Well, our star player's out.
Well, I'm looking around. It seems like somehow we made it.
Where are they?
Sumiko, as you're surveying the battlefield, you can see that Trixon is kind of walking over to where Martos is and kind of just looking down at him. And you also notice that, kind of sensing the innate key energy in Tatiana, it feels like there's something wrong. It's kind of slowly moving rapidly.
In
Like
her?
it's slow moving, but it's picking up in speed
In her body or Martos?
in her body. It and then as it's moving, you can feel that it's starting to fade.
I'm gonna go walk up to the group and go over to Virian. Are you holding her up, or is she on the
Just
ground?
gonna catch her and then probably lift her so she's not in the ground.
I want to go up to her and put my hands on her shoulders and just see feel if it's still going away.
I want you to just make
Or if I can push some of my key into her key.
just make a Constitution check.
Oh, I need this.
And just add your modifier.
Be a 21. First time rolling this dice.
Ooh.
At least one of
I'm
our
sorry.
monsters
I
got
thought I saw a 10. I was like,
It's a 19.
What that modifier?
so you have an 11 modifier? What?
It's a 19.
It's like a score of 53. Okay. Yeah, it seems as if, almost as if the key is attacking her insides. Like the same kind of technique that she used to banish a Martos, it seems to be still kind of going in her body, and she appears to be just unconscious.
So it's possible the ritual is still going, in a way.
Yes. But because she is not conscious to stop it, it seems that there is some kind of adverse effect happening in her body that you can feel.
So I'm gonna have my hands on her still, and I'm assuming everyone's really close.
Not really.
You're all far away.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
I
sitting
think
on the
you and I are
ground.
just.
You're like, but I'm
We're in the
assuming
vicinity.
we're all
yeah.
very
Yeah.
close. I don't imagine you're all the way down a field away.
Like 15 feet away.
Yeah.
Close enough.
I'm gonna look at Varian and just say, something's not right. I can feel that her key is either leaving or what she started can't stop. Which may be why she's unconscious.
Can I pump like a cure wounds into her and see if it does anything?
Sure.
So I'll do that.
Go ahead and roll.
That's 8. 8 points.
You can see that, like the very few scars that she had are starting to close, but it doesn't seem as if, like her external body seems to be healing, but it doesn't seem to stop what's happening inside.
I'd like to come over to her, place a hand on her head, and see if I can like sense anything through it. I think I as a player, I'm pretty sure this would work, but as a character, anything to spell magic would help with this. I know it's Luke knows that Key is a crazy thing that he knows nothing about, but what does he believe?
I would say that there's just such a difference between like standard magic and like magical type effects.
What's going on? Something wrong? Is everything okay?
I don't think so.
Seems a
In
little.
what way?
As monks, we have key, and it feels like hers is leaving.
What does that mean?
Does she just need rest?
I think it's a little more serious than that.
Do you know what we can do to bring her key back?
I don't think so.
Is there someone else that could help her?
Do we need to go back to the monastery?
I mean, we could go back to Jian Qi since she taught her that ritual.
Is there time? Will she be alright?
I don't know. I don't know if we should leave her unconscious for a while either. I don't know if she can stop what's happening because she's not.
I'm not exactly prepared to travel anywhere.
Can you try to dive into her mind and see what might be going on?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, enough slots.
I use... Yeah, no, I can't.
Never mind.
Nope.
Nope.
Or actually, yes, I can.
You have one left.
Uh-uh.
No?
I'm gonna use my attunement magic stone to get a slot back.
Okay.
So I'll think on that, and then as soon as that's back, I'll cast Detect Thought and just go immediately into 2, because I'm assuming she's not gonna try and stop me.
She's out. There really isn't anything going on up there.
Just silence.
Silence.
There's nothing there.
Well, you as a monk, I know nothing about this. What do you suggest? Our next course of action. I know we just finished the battle and we're all pretty wary.
We really can't move.
Can you push key into her to counteract it?
At this
I
point,
tried.
you can see that the rocks that are all around you are still kind of steaming and seem to be starting to dissolve into the magma below. Parts of it seem to be seeping out, and throughout this mist, you can also see that you notice specifically, Sumiko. There seems to be steam kind of coming off of her hands. As like the top portion from the top of her hand to her fingertips are starting to glow a light red.
Can I like grab her hands and try to put key into her from there instead of like her shoulders?
Sure.
Do her hands feel hot?
They do not feel hot.
They just look like they're steaming.
How much key are you trying to put in?
I don't feel like I used that many key points, but I'm double checking how many I have left.
I'm gonna hand Samaria some jerky.
How much jerky does that, or how much HP does
Whatever
that
he
jerky
ate.
do?
I
I
don't know.
used
It's 3d4 plus
6 out
3.
of my 11, so I have 5.
I want to see
I'll give you 2.
Okay.
I can try and use all of it. I don't know.
You.
That I have
that's
left.
completely up to you. If you want to put in 6 and try that, you can.
I have 5 left.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
So as you put 6 into her, you can see that the steam like stops, and feeling the key in her body, it seems to slow that process down. You can see that it's still going on. Yeah. But she doesn't seem as much in danger as she did a moment before.
Where's Trixon in relation to us?
He's just about 8 feet away.
How's he looking?
I'd say he's looking a little worn, but he's not like in danger.
Is he wearing his
He's yellow.
normal accoutrements, or like is he wearing what he normally wears, like equipment wise and whatnot? Okay.
Can I, having eaten the jerky, feeling a little better, get up and walk over to Trixon?
Okay.
Take that, I'll get back now.
Be my guest.
Here, she'll take it. Put it back on.
So Trixon, what happened?
Well, the first couple of hours I was fine. I was using magic to conceal myself. I went into a different dimension, a pocket dimension that I've created in this gourd. As he kind of looks to his side, and you can see that there's a brownish gourd. It has like a ring around the center. It has like a light blue shine. I created a pocket dimension. I was hiding here, and I thought I was fine. But then these creatures just started appearing. I ran as far as I could, and I tried to fend them off. But at some point I started to just hear this whisper, and my vision slowly faded. And then I was here.
Well, I'm glad you are with us now.
Does that ever happen to me? No.
I don't know. Either way, I don't. I don't care for being a pawn. I'm sorry for any harm that I caused. But I was trying to help.
You did in the end.
I'm sorry for bringing you into this. I didn't want it to go this way.
You used the horn. I came running. It was my choice.
Speaking of the horn, what method is it? Just the horn itself that always brings you to us? I myself have been practicing with teleportation circles, and wondered if you had any sigils on you that I could jot down in my book.
I have a book of teleportation sigils back in Stonehenge.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I have a lot committed to memory, but I could actually show you. once we get back.
That would probably be better.
Do we need to take Tatiana to the monastery?
I think that should be our priority. Or at least bringing Jian Qi to us.
Could you do that? Could you take her there?
I will admit, a lot of my magic was spent without my consent, and the rest of it I used in a moment of vengeance when I regained myself. So no, I'm spent for right now.
Constance.
Virian, you had mentioned you might be able to get us out of here, but you never really went into how. Is that something maybe that's this specific?
Look around. There's not much vegetation here, I'm assuming. Yeah. We can transport via plants, but the monastery is in the deep cold, and we're in a hot place right now. I don't know if we can get there.
It'll take you about an hour to get. Well, no, because you're at the edge of the edge vendor. So
Like towards the ocean?
Huh?
Are we toward the ocean?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you got back towards the mainland, there are a lot of different like trees and things that you've spotted and kind of marked out for that purpose.
I remember specifically wanting to touch or look for trees on the way up the mountain. So I guess did I see anything big enough to transport to
In
near
the Misty
monastery?
Mountains?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say.
I remember when we were looking up how to destroy that other object, the stony thing. Is this a place that could get rid of the locket? Where we currently are? We were talking about volcanoes and Sharpton and...
We are near one of those locations. But
I don't know we have a million other priorities.
Yeah.
But that's also a thing of great power, which we have seen horribly wrong. I think first off, though, we should get out of where we currently are.
Yes, I agree.
If you're looking to do some of that stuff, now might be the best time.
Yeah.
We're not far from the volcano.
I
How
think.
far?
I mean, it's right over there.
I mean, you've seen the divine spark. Would a volcano destroy it?
We've heard that one will.
I've never tested myself. It's more so a myth that it can destroy relics.
Do we want to rely on the myth? Or do we want...
Do we have any other choice?
We still wanted to get rid of something else other than the locket.
We can research. I'd rather this not fall into the wrong hands if it isn't destroyed. We've seen what it can do in Trixon's hands.
Why hasn't it done it to you, though?
I don't know. Perhaps because I'm not good at magic.
My vote is to test our luck.
I think while we're here, but I do know a bunch of us. Some of us aren't feeling so hot. But as for Tatiana, how much time do you think she has?
Not a lot.
Hours, days, minutes?
I mean, I was able to put some of my key into her and it seemed to slow it down, but now I also am
But
gonna have to wait a little bit.
for you usually are able to regain your stuff after resting for a bit, aren't you?
We need rest more than anything else.
I think
What,
if anything,
what would happen if that continues?
I don't know. In my monastery, I learned how to control my key and my energy, but not how to fix it if it's disappearing.
If it disappears, are you just a normal person?
I mean, I guess so.
Looking over at Amarta's body, what do we see?
He has on a long, like, gray cloak. Underneath the cloak, because it's kind of tattered at this point, you can see that there is silver armor underneath. But he is just kind of laying on the ground, and a lot of those like demonic elements to his face have like started to come down. Like he doesn't have horns anymore or anything like that. His eyes from like a deep black have now started to close in, and there's a white iris.
I'll walk over to him. Currently, where's his sword?
His sword is kind of on the ground next to him. There's a long, deep crack that is within the base of it that goes from the middle of the hilt all the way to about the top.
Like it's a broken crack or like a design crack? You don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna put the sword into my bag of holding. Looking at his body, what do I like to like inspect him and see like why I think he's unconscious right now, other than the fact that all that just happened.
Just give me a medicine check.
Good, it's not that good as I was hoping. 9.
9?
Yeah.
It really does look like he's just unconscious,
Okay.
like exhausted unconscious, not dead,
Yeah.
but like if you if you knock someone out,
And
non-lethally.
And physically, he looks broke. Yeah. Like wounds.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use. I'm gonna do this to multiple people. So to Sumiko, I look at you and I say, "We're gonna pull through this. It's gonna be all right." I say that with healing word level 2. That is a 2d4 plus 5. To Samaria, we pulled through this, but at least we're here. And to these are all level 2s, by the way.
You roll that.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you're meant to be rolling that.
And then to Marcos, you put us through hell. Literally. What did I say? 2d4?
Literally.
2d4 plus 5.
This is how it is.
So you get
Send them to actual hell.
you get 9. You get 9 as well. And he gets 10. Of course, it's like favorites.
Okay. You can see that his eyes open up. It's kind of like feels extremely exhausted, and you can see it's pretty difficult for him to kind of keep his eyes open. And he can't like stand up or anything. He's just sitting there, well, laying there really.
Do you know who we are? Do you know who you are?
Must admit, it's extremely cloudy. Remind me.
My name is Lute. We are the Shadows. We came here to help you out. Well, to help the world out, and you happen to be, it seemed to be, a bystander throughout it all.
Huh.
What's the last thing you remember?
You can see as he attempts to kind of dig deep and remember things. There's like a wave of sorrow that kind of washes over his face. As a lot of things start to click, starts to remember things.
I'm gonna see this as start playing more with start playing a soothing the song.
Well, the last time gave me whispers. It's the last thing I remember. So you'll know I haven't been myself lately. Well, for a while. I don't know if I can ever repay or get you all to forgive what I've done.
We understand. You're back with us now. Fret not on the past. We need to go forward with the future.
So he kind of looks over at Tatiana. I didn't kill her, did I?
At this time, we're not sure what's going on completely. But she does seem to be with us. Something is going on with inside her.
We have to save her.
We will.
Then she can take my life as I promised.
Was Goro worth it?
Yes. If the demon were telling the truth, but the pale shadow of the man that I loved you can see he's struggling, having a hard time making out the words.
I'm not buying anything he's saying. I don't think anything is worth this. I'm someone else's Goro that was brought back because of a deal. I would rather be dead.
I'm just gonna go sit down. This is a lot.
I wouldn't do it again.
I should hope not. We need to go to the monastery.
I agree. I think we should rest here for a bit.
We know where the volcano is. We can come back. I'm gonna try to push like a greater restoration into Tatiana. Okay. Just out of whatever.
As you touch her, you realize that she is broken out into a pretty intense fever.
Well, I guess your ability to levitate, are you able to inflict that on other people? Shit.
It's from a necklace, which you also have to attune to.
You could say Tatiana is sick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
Sorry. I'm just
how
funny.
far we have to go to get to for you to travel south
We
here?
can
Just fun.
walk an hour east. There might be some vegetation there to travel by.
Well, Marcus, what is your plan? Will you stay with us while we fix what you've done wrong?
Of course.
Do we want him with us?
Where else would we want him? I think the best place to put him in would be to turn him in.
Or I can stay wherever Tatiana can find me.
And where would that be?
If you'd like me to stay here, I can. If you'd like me to go with you and stay outside or something, I can do that too. But, as I promised, after all this is said and done, that my life is hers to take.
Does she really intend to kill him? That doesn't seem very hot.
I don't know.
Okay,
But-
then quit with that.
Her words made me think of things.
It's things were going on, but if anything, we most likely will be turning you into the authorities. But
What words?
Her and I spoke. We gave her whispers. She said that she would have my life after this is all done.
Was she talking to you or Bizno?
I was in control at the time.
did she know you were in control?
We were all talking.
Could Bizno still hear?
I don't think so.
Granted, I've only been with you for a few days, but it doesn't sound like her.
Look, if that is the case,
Some of you were there. You know this conversation. That's what she said. And it's what I deserve.
Blame you, Thorn.
Laramie wasn't there. Well,
I'm more than fine to be.
regardless, we will get to that when we get to it. But I think in the meantime, keeping you in eyesight is what we need. Do you guys agree?
I don't care.
Do you have any means in contacting the Queen?
current state.
In what state do you need to be in?
Well, I used to have tools when I was in the Stone Soul. But I really don't have anything anymore.
I will need to rest.
I reach out my hand, standing 3 foot tall. Can you stand?
Can try. He kind of leans on you, gets himself up. He's kind of limping a bit, but he can walk.
I do agree we should get some rest.
Oh,
Not yet, though. You're correct. So we should head to wherever you believe we should. I myself am not the strongest one of us, but who could assist with carrying Tatiana?
You carry her.
Probably not me.
no, I'm Dex.
I have negative strength.
We have very similar builds.
Well,
Stat-wise.
I think we should get moving. Trixon, will you be joining us, or are you heading back? I know you've been through hell.
Honestly, I think it's best for me to go back to Stonehaven and
We'll meet you there.
take a breather.
Let me get that sigil off you first, though. For Stonehaven specifically, because we'll meet you there.
Do you have something that you can write with?
Yes. I pull out a notepad
Okay.
and transcribe.
Cool.
Well, that's
He
going on.
kind of takes it from you and just draws it out as best as he can.
Can I do a quick scan for like any weapons or anything that are down on the ground, even if they're like small or broken?
Sure, make a perception check.
One. I'm pretty sure it's a 14. I'm not looking for anything to like use as a weapon. This is gonna be a gift.
Got it. The only thing that you can see, pretty far away, there seems to be a dagger that is like jammed into the ground. That's a lot closer to where the kind of previous carnage was, like a lot of people fighting.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want to take that and put it in my bag.
Okay.
As
Yeah,
we're-
as you pick it up, you can see that the top portion of it is like broken. It's jagged. It's also like slightly rusted at the tip, but it's has a black hilt with like no guard almost.
I'd like to look at the bodies of the demons. Is there anything of value on them?
There are no bodies.
Oh yeah, they burst into flames.
Dissipated.
Yeah.
Sludge.
Yeah.
I lost a hand axe, yeah, in lava. I think I did.
I think you did.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, rip.
I think you did indeed.
Well, I guess we should get going then.
I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals and get an excessive amount of animals apparently. Eight riding horses.
Okay.
Because it goes straight from 4 to 8.
Didn't we just buy horses recently, Varian?
Yeah, they're gone now.
They belong to some mountain tribe.
Right, I'm just
Wait,
saying, we bought horses when you just...
I thought we paid
These
some.
are only temporary. We should probably go.
Okay. Let's go then.
I thought we paid someone to watch our horses.
I don't recall.
We left them on the mountain, I'm pretty sure.
We have these now.
We have these. Alright.
So this lasts for an hour. It's a speed of 60.
I'll help as much as I can to get Tatiana up onto your horse. Or I guess probably... I guess over the... I don't know, someone's horse.
As soon as fighting was over, I would have started conjuring a familiar.
Okay. Consider it conjured.
Go.
Sweet.
So now that you have these 8 horses, you're gonna make your way.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you headed?
I guess we're going to
West.
the last place that we saw shrubs,
Shrubbery.
which was east.
Correct.
Alright.
East. Okay. So it would take a bit. I'd say closer to about 6 hours. But that's okay.
How long are those horses going to do?
It only lasts an hour, but I can do it again, so we can go for another hour.
So we'll just say 8 hours of travel overall.
Cool.
Before you get to any kind of trees or things that you could use.
How was Tatiana looking? I asked Sumiko.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you've been kind of resting and continually doing what you got to do.
Yeah, because I didn't have any more key left.
Yeah. So, and after
Eight
an hour,
hours, I could probably check though.
yeah, I'd say she's in bad shape, but doesn't seem to be in danger.
Okay. Would you say us riding on horses and traveling for an hour would count towards a slight short rest?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sweet. A slight short rest or an actual short rest?
I'll give an actual short rest.
Cool.
Spend some hit dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't short rest because this is my concentration.
Oh, sorry.
Well, that was only for 2 hours. I don't know.
How do I do a short rest?
I can only concentrate on those spells for 2 hours, so the other just walking is at
Alright, so
short rest
before
for me
you
as
guys
well.
use hit die.
You guys, you're not doing any
Okay.
strenuous
It's
stuff.
cool because you can probably heal me and have
Well,
me
no, I'm just saying, I do this every time we do a short rest. So I do Song of Rest, so everybody gets a 1d8, and can you give me d8? I don't feel like digging through my bags.
Sure.
I blame Jeff, this doesn't work.
I also blame Jeff.
It's your fault, Jack.
That's why you don't use my dice.
Is there any modifier to that? No. Yeah,
I will take every point I can get.
you get 1 point.
Yay.
Plus your hit dice and all that stuff that you guys are gonna use. Where's my hit die? Are you good in here?
We'll get another 2 of those, actually. Alright, that's much better.
So after this, are you going to proceed to cast?
If there's a tree or a large shrub around that we can fit through, I'm gonna do travel or transport via plants. Whenever one is ready.
You know what?
Sure.
I'll be bloodied. We're gonna do 2 more. Sorry.
Cool.
I was pretty hurt.
4, 9.
Quite hurt.
Quite. 17.
Okay. So I'll say while you guys are doing that,
Yeah.
you start to cast transport via plants, and you can see that there is a small portion of the tree, like the front side of it. The bark seems to look like water, almost like brown colored water that is staying in place. And as Virion kind of puts his hand through, you can see that he kind of walks into it. And
Move quickly.
What the hell is happening right now?
Move quickly.
Where? Move where?
Through the tree.
Through the...
Yes, naturally.
Whoever's hesitating, I'm just pushing through at this point.
Virion's
I'm not getting
gone.
stuck
It
here.
only lasts for a round, so you got 6 seconds to move
Yeah.
through the tree.
I don't
yeah.
like any of it. It's terrible and I hate it. Every second of it. All 6 seconds of it.
As soon as you started, what's that? Ah!
I push the Martos through in front of me.
Okay. Go ahead as well.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
I walked in and it went
I hate
like
magic
it was
so
normal.
much.
Okay. So I'll say you all just kind of start running through.
Sumiko's not scared.
Mary is.
And as you go through, it's like walking through a door almost. imagine yourself kind of like walking past a waterfall. And as you come out on the other side, you just see that you are stepping out of another tree, and there is snow at your feet. There's a little bit of hail in the air. It's not incredibly dense, but it is a little bit annoying. And you are now about 400, 500 feet away from the base of the highest mountain where the monastery is.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Where are we?
We're in the Misty Mountains.
Alright.
That's the
Yeah, I've
mountain
seen
we're
a
going
map.
to.
I know.
Let's go before the locals show up.
Oh, no,
True.
Yeah, we're the locals.
Not friendly.
super friendly.
It's a tribe that I totally know the name of.
Also giant worms.
That too.
That too.
Yes.
All right.
And it's fucking cold.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the cloak out. I'm gonna get out.
How far-
Indeed, it
Traveling
is.
stuff,
It is
put it on.
very cold.
It's fine. It's fine.
Shut up, Luke.
How far are we from the monastery?
About 400 feet.
Oh, never mind that.
Oh, good. I thought we were gonna have to climb the whole mountain.
Nope.
Yeah, let's move.
Monastic Trials Part 1.
Alright.
Again. Alright, so you all get to the base. You see that the doors are in front of you.
Are they closed?
They're closed.
Is this the monastery?
Get it last time.
Can we knock?
There was
I'm gonna put my hands
Oh,
on the
yeah.
door and push some key into it.
Oh, yeah, you got key there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't remember how much she used, so.
You put some key in and nothing's really happening.
Great.
Wasn't it?
Didn't she punch it?
Wasn't it two people or something?
Well, it had some writing on it.
It was in. Was it?
I don't know what. I can't remember. Can any of us?
Is there writing
The
on
writing
it?
is there.
Make an investigation check.
I'm just gonna cast
Anyone.
comprehend language.
No, like to see the writing itself. Someone can make an investigation check. whoever
Would I
wants
not
to.
see
Oh,
it from my
yeah, I
high
could feel.
perception?
I rolled a 19 and then I rolled.
I'll roll an insight. Oh, no, you said
You got a
investigation, right?
6.
What do you guys got?
7.
What
An
do you
8.
got?
7.
Nice.
Hey.
11.
Hey.
Yeah,
Hey.
I
That's a
feel
lot.
like I'm very perceptive, though, but
You are.
First quick fellow.
I would rather do perception than investigation.
Did
Because then it would be a
Trixon
20.
come with us?
No, still
He wouldn't have known even. Okay.
Virian, you can see like a very small portion of writing that seems to have now been covered by like hail and ice.
What are you looking at?
Very small
Wait, there was
portion
a
of
pattern.
writing that's covered
There's
by
a pattern.
hair.
There's a pattern to punching this.
A what?
Pattern.
I thought
To
that was
punching the door? Can you not knock on it and have somebody inside?
I'm just gonna walk up to it and
Bang on it.
Nothing happens.
no.
The writing is here, it just needs to be cleared. It starts there. Point to what I see.
How big is the ice?
About an inch or two.
And how high up the ground?
I'm gonna fireball the door.
Just do it. It's freezing
I
out.
shoot Sacred Flame at it.
Oh, yeah. That's basically what I was going to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You manage to melt it. You kind of see the writing on the wall, and you're like, oh yeah, this is what I have to do. You put key into your fists. Knock 3 times.
So it was.
It's a root tribe.
And the door.
You just found it.
The door opens as you guys move in, and you can see that as soon as you step in, that the candles just light up, and people kind of start appearing.
Yeah.
A lot of kids. They're just kind of roaming the halls. Maybe a class just got out or something. And where are you guys headed?
Gian Key.
Thank you.
Okay.
Before that, Viren, you mentioned before when you were down in the Underdark that you guys had some kind of magic bracers. You didn't keep any of those, did you?
I certainly didn't. I think
The shackles?
Val
Yes.
might have.
I kept one.
Was it like the anti-magic ones?
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm gonna slap one on Marcos.
Unless it went missing before I left.
Val, I'd like to use one on Marcos just to keep
It's just one. It's just like a bracer.
Yeah.
Or no, it was a glove.
The glove unlocked it.
Yeah, there's a glove to unlock
glove
it.
unlocks.
Okay.
Would he have both?
You kept a glove.
I
You
did
don't
keep
know
a
about
glove.
that.
Huh?
It's your inventory.
I feel like that is something weird that Val would be like, just in case.
I know I kept a pair of shackles from it. So if the shackles were the anti-magic,
Yeah.
then then I would have the set. If that's what it was.
And then you would have
Then
kept
yes,
the glove.
yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's put them on him just to.
I don't know if I kept the glove though. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's not on me.
Okay, so you put him on. He does not resist in any way. You guys walk in, make your way all the way down the hall, make a left, go past the arena, continue walking and see the door that leads to like the underwater kind of like chamber that her house is in. You open the door and proceed to walk down. As GM, you kind of open the door, and she just kind of opens the door and walks back in the house.
I'm sorry, who's this?
Gion Key.
Walking in.
She trained us for 2 months.
I see.
Tatiana and I.
I'm walking in as well.
Is she typically this rude?
Yeah.
Define rude.
Val walks immediately to the liquor cabinet that you found.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%.
Because she is there as well.
That's fine.
Already
I'm gonna greet her.
pouring a glass
Okay.
for herself, but.
So what is it this time?
We need help.
What happened?
Tatiana was successful in banishing Bizno. But now she's like this.
I figured that she would be. Successful, that is. I mean, I did train her.
That's great. Can you fix her?
Bring her over here.
I do so.
Okay. Can you just lay her on the table, please?
She kind of puts her hands on Tatiana's stomach. You can see that her tail for the first time isn't kind of just moving all slyly. It's just kind of laying on the ground, and she has a very serious look on her face.
Oh wait, what is she?
She's a tabaxi. She is a tabaxi.
This is.
She is.
Oh, wait, the second time I was there.
Yeah. She has black fur, and she's just kind of focusing.
I need to know everything that happened. She's in a really bad state.
She was failing at one point. She was being engulfed in some black smoke while she was trying to banish. Or
And then
was
she
that,
fought it.
was that just the heat getting to me? No.
Something weird was happening.
It just seems as if she's really overextended herself.
She banished a demon. She probably is.
I told her when to stop, when to run.
Well, that didn't happen.
It just seems as if she's pushed past that and it's causing internal issues. The key is having some kind of negative effect on her body.
What can I do?
Take everyone and leave.
You're gonna have to tell me twice. I'll walk out the door.
Can we put her in the hot tub? Or
Just leave her with me and I'll do the best that I can.
How long should we expect to be away?
I don't know.
So you see she goes like directly over to kind of where one of her cabinets is. She opens it, and kind of on the back side of the cabinet there's a panel. She just slaps the panel, pushes it back. That's it. She comes back over, puts her hands on Tatiana's body, and kind of channels ki into her fingers.
Just go, please. I'll try my best.
Well,
Let's go find if they have a sigil here.
Yeah, reach out to us, and we'll be back.
I'm gonna grab Tatiana's hand just in a horror for a sec. This is gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. You want to lay it back down on your stomach.
Okay.
You're gonna head out.
Val's taking whatever he pulled out of the cabinet with him.
Okay.
Did thinking back, did we see a sigil carved in the ground when we came in? Okay, I will like to
It's
ask.
just covered in snow.
I mean, like on the inside.
Oh, no.
I would like to ask around if there is one.
Okay. Well, first I would like for you to make a persuasion check.
Good thing I'm good at that. 20 not natural, I think.
Okay.
Yes, 20 not natural.
I would say that the majority of people that you're seeing, like I said, it's just a bunch of kids. So a lot of them, one, don't understand what you are, and or like, or don't know what you're talking about.
Go to the library. Luke.
Yeah. I head to the library.
Okay.
I'm going with him.
I'll be at the
I'll
arena.
also go to the library.
I'm not going to the library.
Okay, so y'all are gonna go there.
You.
Run.
You can also see as you're walking forward that there are about now 6 monastics that appear to be running towards Jianqi's chambers.
That doesn't seem good.
I'm also I'm keeping a Martos with me, by the way, just for sake.
Got it.
I also
He
the
is.
3-foot tall person guiding him around.
He's very quiet and just understanding of his fate. Alright, so you guys get to the library. There appears to be a new librarian. It's a halfling, and he's kind of standing on a box over the podium. Hello, all. Welcome.
Well, thank you. I'm Luke.
I'm Hero.
Nice to meet you.
What can I help you with?
I actually have some books to return.
Awesome.
Pull
Look at you.
the stack of 5 books.
Oh, I'm heading you back to the one you let me borrow for an evening.
Oh, okay.
I'll go ahead and sort these. Alright. What else can I help with?
I was wondering, do you know if this monastery has a teleportation sigil?
Oh, we used to. It's still here. It's not functional.
As in, just needs to be repaired, or just...
It's purposefully been kind of scratched and damaged so that no one can use it to get here.
Ah, makes sense with all the cool door and whatnot.
Well, this monastery has a long history, and this was used against us once.
As they can be.
One of our own, leading others in through it.
Makes sense. Well, thought I'd ask.
Thought I'd answer.
And I appreciate the answer.
I appreciate your appreciation.
Well, is there anything else? Did you want to grab some more books while we're here, Smiko?
Yeah, actually. I would.
I'd like to do some light reading.
What kind of books are you looking for?
More of the same. Except all the books I just returned are just on Bahamut, so I guess more towards the cleric side of stuff. And my new god friend.
Godfred.
God.
My
Fred
man B.
or
Yeah,
Veron?
both.
Well, there are no books about Fred. He's not popular enough
I can
yet.
soul search.
He doesn't have enough clout.
Clout.
And hometown.
Okay. I'd say you definitely managed to get books on both of those topics, actually. Especially Veron, being a prominent god in this pantheon. Is anyone else doing anything?
finding books on making deals with demons for dummies. And what that entails.
We've seen how that went.
Hmm.
Oh, I would also like a book on how to be sneaky.
Okay.
How to be sneaky for dummies.
After how that worked out last time, you still want to be sneaky?
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
I don't need to roleplay it, but I'd like to just find a place to sit down and just talking with Martos about his life.
Sure.
And how he got to where he is now.
Give me one moment. Now, the only thing that you find on kind of rogues, it seems to be something about urchins.
Okay.
Like that is
Yeah, like under the sea.
Street youths.
Literally all
it's
over
like street urchin. It's a rank in like a prominent gang.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess though to
Maybe.
balance it out though, I also need to find a children's book on how to be good. Again.
There's so many conflicting things here.
How to be horrible? How not to be horrible?
It's a tough time for her right now.
Now this library really doesn't have children's books, but
Young
you
adult.
YA. You could find a novel that the monastics wrote themselves,
Okay,
like from this area. But yeah,
that's fine.
it's kind of like a guide that all of the young monks have to learn.
Cool.
Each monastery, as you know, has their own kind of sense of values and morals and whatnot. This one, as you're reading it, it kind of clashes a bit with what you were taught in Gobishan.
Gotcha.
Anyone else?
I'm not there, so I don't care.
Okay.
Just kind of the demon book or whatever.
What are you specifically wanting to know?
So I just wanted to know, how old are they? I guess I'll do my first question.
He's an elf. He's about 310 years old.
Yeah, so like honestly just Luke loves stories. So it's just jotting down points and just talking to them about their life and how they got to where they am today. Just trying to figure out who they are.
Cool. There's definitely a level of like resilience that they've shown, and like a lot of the stories are stone soul related because so much of their life was like related to to their times in the vanguard, and as it kind of starts to catch up to more present stuff, you can see this having a really hard time like talking about things like Garo and stuff like that, and especially all the stuff that's happened recently. So the conversation starts to get a bit, thin.
Yeah, throughout the whole time, Luke's take on it all has been just very comforting. Has not been judging at all. Just listening and being there.
Cool. Anyone else?
The demon book. I'm finding a book on demons. And making
Got it.
deals with them.
You can't find
Okay.
anything, so you ask Euro, and he mentions that there is a book, but it's in the restricted section.
Bum, 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 bum.
So
Can I go to the restricted section?
that's going to be a no.
Okay. Well, where is it so I can avoid that area?
Right in the back over there.
Okay. I will not go toward the back.
Okay.
I'll head back into the maze of bookshelves.
My man.
It is stuck behind a cell, like a cage with a lock. The lock is glowing.
I think through the stone. Sumiko,
Mm-hmm.
when you were in here last time, did you notice a restricted area for books?
Yep.
Did you get anything out of there?
No. Wasn't allowed to look.
Me either.
The guy who works behind there, though, lives in one of the books. Behind the gate.
What?
I can't
Strobe
remember
like
his
that.
name at the moment.
Can you show me? Or are you busy? I'm sorry. I know
It's
how
not
it
that
is.
I can't show you. I can't get to the book.
If I look at the cage, is it like, how big are the openings?
You could probably fit like a finger through. That's about it.
Okay.
Like a single finger.
Can you come play lookout for me?
Yeah.
I guess all of you also hear us just fine. What are they?
I'm just sitting in the damn stadium like, oh god.
I'm just
bank
shaking.
heist.
I'm just shaking my
It's a
head.
bank heist again.
Let me know if you get into trouble.
I'll go over.
They're monks. How bad could it be?
I'll go over. Do you want me to just stand
This seems
here
very
while
peaceful.
you're looking in there? Do you want me to
Yeah,
just stand
just-
behind
just,
I
you?
can see her running distraction.
Just think, just think in the stone to get out of there or whatever. See someone coming. I'm gonna turn into a lizard and squeeze through the hole.
I'm going
Okay.
to change myself to look like Val.
Oh no. Oh no.
Beautiful.
We just took some alcohol and left, so I don't feel like this is out of character.
I love it.
And I'll have. Can I make like a fake thing of a jug or whatever he grabbed?
Sure. Why not?
Sounds good. I'm just gonna be standing there with it, trying to do my Val impression.
Let's hear it.
Oh, I'm not gonna be speaking because then my voice would be given away.
Got it. Let's
Just gonna be trying to look all like his poses that he does. And do a fake swig every now and then.
If you well, I'm gonna have you make a performance check.
Okay.
But if you can actually show me one of those poses.
I don't know what his pose would be as a real person.
If you can show me one, I'll give you advantage.
Oh, do it.
Do it.
I can't think of one.
Yeah, like one of these.
Yeah, he does a lot of leaning. A lot of leaning on
We'll
things.
just lean like this,
The
and
type
I'll
of
try
person-
and pour it, but it's gonna be really bad.
The type of person who leans out against like the back of the school selling cigarettes to
Yeah.
the high school kids. Yeah.
Sometimes he's
Hey,
leaning
kids.
against absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
The
It
point
is.
is, it would definitely be like very shoddy. It would not be a good impression.
Well, let's see. You have advantage on your performance check.
Oh goodness.
Let's see how it turns out.
Hey, it's not horrible.
It's a 13.
Objectively speaking, you as a lizard, it's not a bad pose.
I make my best lizard.
Oh shit.
Okay, you kind of slither down the hall, kind of looking at the shelves, crawling up some, trying to see the books at like an eye level.
Yeah, I'm looking if well, I guess I didn't get the name of the book, but something that seems like it would be about deals with demons.
Demons and you.
Yeah.
You got put into a deal with a demon? What now?
Yeah.
The only book that you can find it's a book that's actually called So You Want to Be a Demonologist? Avoid These Things.
How big is the book?
Bigger than a lizard.
Bigger than you as a lizard.
I don't know. I got a strength of -4.
It's pretty thick. It has silver binding, and it has about 280 pages.
Ooh. Definitely.
Is this somewhere where Sumiko technically come down and like stick her fingers in and like push it off the shelf or something like that? I can't talk to you anyway. I'm a fucking lizard.
It's not, I don't think the gate is like right next to the bookshelf.
Yeah, it's
either.
not.
It's like
Okay.
Gate in the room.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna look around real quick, make sure nobody's looking, and then break wild shape.
Okay.
And immediately cast Pass Without Trace on myself.
All right. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Okay. We'll do that. Please, something be good. It would be the greatest. I thought that was a 1 for a second.
Yeah,
I thought it was a 1.
Still a 19.
19?
Yeah.
It's a good thing you passed. You cast Pass Without a Trace.
Yes.
Okay. So, how much time are you trying to spend with this book?
If there's a table of contents, I'd like to skip directly to the making deals part and skim to see maybe what working for a demon entails. Is it always killing people on the plane, or is it just like staying on like their plane and like handling things
How much time
to do
do
with
you?
fiends?
How much time do you want to spend?
Maybe like 2 or 3 minutes.
2 or 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I would like for you to make an Arcana check.
That's not good. Okay. So 5.
5.
Oh.
Okay. There's a crap ton of information there, but pretty much one of the things that you managed to pick out that's actually useful information is that it truly depends on the kind of demon. Demons usually don't make deals. Like they're not looking to like contact people and share their power. They're usually saving it for the blood war.
Can I spend another few minutes trying to find specifically things on demon lords?
Sure.
Is that another Arcana? Please be the go this time.
This one's actually going to be a history check.
Oh no. Is that still intelligence?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's still the same. Good. 20.
20. Nice. There's a lot of information about the demon lords, and specific like their locales, like what their individual layers of the abyss look like, and it even goes so far as to say like what kinds of demons that they usually have in their ranks, and how like the demons kind of take on some of the worst personality traits of the demon lord, and kind of like their physical appearance sometimes is also a manifestation of that demon lord.
Can I inspect or like concentrate on the book to see if it might have a spell, like an alarm type situation on it, if it were to go past the restricted section or the library, if it would notify somebody?
That's going to be an Arcana check,
Okay.
or you can use detect magic.
I don't think I have that equipped. So 18.
18. You get the sense that there might be something that's enchanting this book in a way. Not sure what it is.
Hey, Luke.
Yes?
Can you come dispel something for me real quick?
Where are you?
I'm in the restricted section. It's toward the back.
Okay. I come back there. What am I dispelling?
This book has an alarm on it.
The whole room.
Or something. Some type of notification thing. Can you try to dispel it?
What could go wrong?
Exactly.
I'm gonna give
We've
Luke
done
a
worse.
little
Within
head
the past
nod
week.
when he comes up.
Give Luke a
Did
hand nod.
someone call
Just
for
like
what
a
could go
suck.
wrong?
How are my spells looking? I actually didn't use that many during the battle, which was like super surprising. Where is that
You
spell?
just passed it.
Thank you. No, I'm looking for polymorph. Because I gotta get back there. Right.
Oh, right. You can't see me.
So, I'm guessing you're behind this gate.
Yeah.
Where?
Down the hall.
Okay. I'll polymorph into a mouse. That's the thing I can do, right? With a polymorph thing? Oh.
There is a mouse.
Okay.
I don't know if a mouse would fit though.
Would I think a mouse could fit looking at it?
Mouse can fit.
Okay. I'll polymorph into a mouse and go search for Varian.
As long as you're like a small mouse. Then yeah.
Wait, hold on.
I could try to sneak.
Both of you guys are in the arena.
I'm in front of the gate.
I've got a Martos with me though.
I thought you just left him. Or...
I'm not just gonna leave him just chilling.
Oh shit.
Well,
the
I'm-
Martins doesn't really.
If it's
have
too much
reason to
trouble.
Snitch at this point.
Oh, he did no, but the problem is like I don't know what else. All right, so I leave a Martos with you.
I look like Val.
Val, not Val.
Perfect. I leave a Martos with Val, not Val, and I field my mouse and go search for him.
I'm literally Valmiko right now.
That's what we're gonna have to call that.
That's what we're gonna call it.
Yep.
Instead of what it was before. This is now its true purpose.
Okay, so what are you doing?
So I turn into a mouse as I turn like a bookshelf, so it doesn't look like just someone randomly, and I make sure no one's looking. And then I head back to try to find him.
Okay, I'd say you can find him.
I great polymorph and try to use Dispel Magic.
As this is happening, you can see that Hero comes over
Oh goodness.
to kind of check on everyone and everything. Hey, doing all right?
And I take a swig. Just a lot of head nods.
Do you need anything? Huh. Okay. I was actually started searching around. I couldn't find any of your friends. I was looking to see if they needed any help too. You know where they are?
I'm gonna point to the entrance. As if it left.
Like, they left? I was standing right there. There's no way.
Say it with a shrug. Yeah. There we go.
Maybe
Hit him with a nonchalant shrug.
Maybe they're just like, you know, behind one of these many shelves with a book in hand. What was the
It's
name
a
of the
shrug.
what was the name of
It's a
the
shrug.
tall one, the dragon one? I'm asking him a question actually.
Hit him with it.
I'm gonna take out my paper.
Oh,
Write it
yeah.
down.
Val me. I mean, Val no no.
Surprisingly, he doesn't find that suspicious.
Oh shit.
And
What-
I'm gonna gesture my
What is the name that you wrote down?
Burian.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie about the name, I'm just not gonna speak.
Brian? Looking for a Brian? Brian?
I'm gonna take the paper back and try to phonetically put it out and specifically space out Burian.
Virian? Virian? Virian?
Are we
Virian?
busted?
Mm-hmm.
You can say full sentences through the spell.
Oh, okay.
Without people around you knowing, you just like space off ish. It's like you're thinking.
I'm trying to convince them you guys left.
Convince who?
The librarian. Meanwhile, I'm doing this, I'm just like.
Still on this dispelling take.
It's instantaneous. It's just yeah.
You then hear a booming voice that echoes throughout the monastery. It's time. I need for all of you to come back.
I'm going to take my jug and start walking towards the front door.
Would we realize that is that for us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say so. You guys are still behind the cage.
How badly do you love this book?
What do you want to do?
I like it pretty badly.
What is this book? I say as I look at the book from my look.
It's about making deals with demons.
There's
More
some
information. Really badly.
looking at the book itself, Can I tell anything about like how the alarm would work? If I think that dispelling magic would actually just trigger the alarm?
Make an Arcana check at disadvantage.
Oh man, that was already low. Oh, okay, good. My second roll was better. Okay,
It's disadvantage.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I could have rolled worse than I had originally rolled.
Perfect.
What was that, 9?
No.
I mean, we could just put it in the bag of holding.
Does that count?
Guys.
Will it being in a pocket dimension trigger the...
I have absolutely no idea how this book works. I don't think we should steal this book from this place because what could possibly go wrong is very high. We are at someone else's monastery. There are a plethora of libraries where you can maybe find books like this. Or we could have just asked. Do we know how you get behind this gate and who does have access to this place? I'm assuming.
No. But I can maybe.
Let's leave it here for now. And we can raid check it.
But I want it.
Right, yeah, I get that. There's a lot of things we want in life.
Come on.
Maybe next time.
Okay, fine. Put it back. And just puff into a lizard again.
I puff into a mouse and chase after him.
I'm already at the front of the library, and I like will hold up my drink to Gion Key and point towards the door and just walk out.
Okay. So you guys leaving?
Yeah, as a lizard.
Stealthily. What about you?
Yeah, so I'm leaving as a mouse stuff, hopefully.
Give me some stealth checks.
Sweet.
It's one of those internet videos. Lizard and mouse are
They hear me.
best friends.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're welcome.
A zebra.
6.
Wow, these are some sneaky creatures.
Pass without a trace.
That's without trace.
Plus concentration. And I'm a lizard right now.
Oof.
Oh, would this pass without trace affect me?
It's not up.
Oh. Oh, you just said concentration, right?
I can't concentrate while I'm watching.
I'm using so many useless spells.
Cool.
All part of the story.
I've been using more spells that I've spent in the past like 30 minutes. I've spent an entire battle against the
Dude,
Daylord.
spells in RP are always better than spells in battle. Just unless it's like Revivify. Okay,
Can
so
I try to, I don't know, you tell me what my nat 1 becomes, and then I will try to counter it.
as you were walking along, you managed to kind of go past the book that Sumiko mentioned earlier, and the book starts to like vibrate and fall off. As you see, as this guy starts to, slowly come out of the book, kind of grabs you by the tail.
I squeak at him.
Now, what are you doing in here?
I squeak at him several times and try to look hungry.
It's kind of
Oh god! Zing! Oh shit. Where do I get flung?
The question is, how much fall damage do you take?
That's it. Let me bring up my thingy for actually what a mouse has.
Give me a dex save to see if you hit the cage itself or
Yeah,
go through it.
Dude,
It sucks.
it's usually
It's
pretty
literally
good.
7s and 1s. That's
I
it.
know. It's mad today.
You're gonna need a 12.
Yeah, no. I highly doubt I have a super. What was it? I have highly doubt my modifier on a mouse is that high. So I got a 7. So
Okay, so you're gonna take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the cage. Like you do manage to kind of go through, but are you broken?
that's what I'm trying to find. I'm pretty sure you were. Pretty sure I'm broken. I don't know. We're just gonna say I don't.
Okay. Now let's see.
You only have like 2 hit points, so.
Yeah.
Luckily, he kind of is not really paying attention. He's kind of just making sure that all the books and stuff are good. He just kind of threw you and went back to what he was doing. So you do break right outside the cage.
Go.
And what are you doing?
Me? Anyway?
Just anywhere. What are you doing?
What are we doing?
I would have gone and found a nice seat
I guess we're sitting in
and sat there and drink and pass it to you, and probably rolled up the rest of the HP mark I have.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice.
I've been thinking about something.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not going to be going back immediately, because we did in fact survive, I should be less recognizable.
It's probably a good idea. We've talked about it before.
Could you cut my hair?
What?
Could you have knives? Could you cut it shorter?
Just cut it.
It hasn't been short since I was a girl. So.
Like right now.
Yes. Before we go somewhere that I'll be recognized, yes.
If you want me to. But it's not my fault if it fucks up.
She turned her back to him and take the hair out of the ponytail.
Yeah.
There is a shit ton of hair. It goes down to like her butt.
Yeah. How much?
I don't know. What do you think?
It's not my hair.
Yeah, this is
Scalp.
11 on him.
Yeah.
I don't know. My shoulders? Is that normal?
Yes. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of take out my flame dagger. Sans the fire.
The flame dagger, I was gonna say.
Sans
Well,
the dagger. I'm gonna
Fires
take
probably
like a
for shit after
Flame dagger. Sans the dagger.
oh, sans the fire. And,
Just the flame.
I'm gonna take like a waystone that you have a waystone on you, correct? Take a waystone to make sure it's actually sharp enough. And I guess I'm gonna grab. I'm probably gonna use Mage Hand and my hand to make sure like it's taut or it's being cut. And I'm just gonna.
Soup.
Mulan it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Kill it.
She's gonna be making the parent trap face the entire time when the girl pierces the other girl's ears.
All of this dark mix of dark and more medium to light red hair falls to the ground, and it sits at like just below your shoulder blade, kind of hitting your lats.
Lads.
Your lats.
Lads, bro.
Oh, have that bottle back, please.
I would have handed it to you before I cut.
Okay.
As your hair just hits the ground, you kind of see it kind of picked up a little bit by the wind, dispersing.
Really? It's not
There's-
too heavy.
I mean, there's a heavy pile of it, but like some of the shorter strands, the ones closer to your scalp.
Okay.
Better than I thought.
Yeah.
Alright.
Does it look awful? Is it the same length on both sides?
I'm like, yeah, I think. I'm probably not the one to ask. You could ask Sumiko. Yeah, looks great. Yep, perfect. Wouldn't even know it was you.
Literally, Sumiko's the only other person with hair.
Really?
They don't have hair.
I have hair.
I mean,
I mean,
Tatiana's
Tatiana-
passed out.
I mean, and
Stupidly
Tatiana's
long hair.
passed
If
out.
anything, I do have like straight across bangs and very straight hair.
You do. It's pretty long too.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys kind of walk up and see them sitting down. You see that Val has his dagger out, and he's kind of just like looking. And you see that there's a lot of hairs on the ground.
That happened. Yeah,
Who's that?
exactly.
Perfect.
I'll just walk over and put a flower in your hair.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. My name's Lou.
I'm still Val, by the way, too.
I know you're not Val.
I'm just like,
That's Val.
I think I am at least. I don't know how long this lasts.
It's an hour.
Oh, yep.
It'd be nice if I could learn how to do that. I'm not very good at magic.
Oh, I can do that. Like, allow you to do that. Make you do that. Give you something to do that.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, Jesus. I'll reach into my bag and pull out the hat of disguise. Disguise hat. I think I have a card for it.
Maybe. I had one. I gave it to you.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's right
Up in front.
Up in the first thing.
Oh, that one.
There you go. That should help.
What does it do?
Think about what you want to be and it'll make you be it.
Like, figuratively speaking, or what? What does that mean?
You can do what she can do and what I can do.
Become a whole other person?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
Just think on it.
Do you have another?
Take a moment.
You could put it on and think about being me.
I don't think so. She'll put it away.
Okay.
I mean, if you're not going to use it, I would gladly use it myself.
What do you need it for?
What do I not need it for?
Don't give him that.
I'm still a lizard. I'm on Luke's shoulder.
Have we heard Janky over the... No, not yet.
Have we heard it or have
Wait,
they?
so...
Yeah, we
You guys all heard
Oh,
it.
we all heard it.
Alright,
Oh,
so
okay.
we should probably go to Janky. Like, meow.
Oh, cool.
As you guys go, you can see that the 6 monastics are kind of now coming this way, and they're just all walking past you. You can see that Jianqi now has the door open, and she's kind of calling you into the room. I need you all to take a seat.
Oh no.
I managed to stop what was going on, but she is going to need a little bit more help before she's back to being normal.
How much more?
I'm going to need something from an old friend in Stonehaven.
It's convenient.
Who?
His name is Eno.
Oh, Nino.
He has this special kind of tea that should help her kind of come back. I've managed to stop the key that was damaging her body. I just need all of you to not ever let her use this much in this way again. Is that understood?
Yeah. How much time does she have?
She's fine. She's dormant.
Well, we were briefly talking about going to Stonehaven, so we could pick up this tea for you, if that helps.
I think that was the point for telling us that.
I mean, she can be going to do it herself.
That was the point. I think you all are more capable of making that trek than I am. I'm old after all.
Is there any way to get the sigil out here working? Or I don't know that. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
So, can you all get this done?
We can. A simple errand for our friend is something we could easily do.
You're going to want to ask him for his revitalizing tea. Normally it's fine. It's just a couple of different types of citruses and caffeine.
We can get there quite quickly ourselves. The getting back might take a bit, but unless you help. There was mention that you all used to have a sigil, but it was damaged.
Smooth.
Is there a way of modifying it and repairing it? So one, it's not the same sigil that the previous users knew of, and two, allowing us to use it.
How do I come back through the trees?
We keep it as more of a landmark than anything. We won't be using it.
Understood. Well, we'll have our other ways then.
We have our reasons.
Makes sense.
Hope you can understand.
The teleportation circle is just a little easier. We don't have to run through it. And
We'll use yours to get to Stonehaven, and we'll use the plants that come back.
sounds like a plan. So, well,
Plants, you say?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Transporting?
Mm-hmm.
That's a better experience. Teleportation circles always make me nauseous.
I'm unfamiliar nauseous.
Fine.
Like you want to throw up.
Ah, I've heard tales of this.
Yes.
Are there any stationary plants in this monastery that could be used?
Probably not large enough.
Alright, well, we'll be back. Thank you again.
I have this beautiful mini cactus here. But yeah, you can't really travel through that.
Mm-hmm.
It might be sharp.
Genki has succulents.
I'll break wild shape. Say, I can only do that once for a while. I need to rest.
Okay.
That's fine. Since she said she's stable, I think that we might want to spend the night. What time of day is it?
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Wasn't it nighttime when we were
Yes.
fighting?
No,
No, we got there midday.
it was midday. So
Yeah.
I'd say it's about 10:45 p.m.
Cool. Yeah, so I think we should rest for the night. Head to Stonehaven, because I don't know about you all, but I'm still tapped from what we've all experienced today. And then we can help out our friend. Any?
I'm done with that.
That's fine.
Well, thank you again. We'll be back soon.
You can rest here.
Well, here in this room or here?
In my place, it's fine.
Well, we appreciate that.
I have to go and run errands anyway. A couple books I need to take out and read.
Do you have access to the restricted section?
Yes,
Can you pick up a book for me?
depending.
It's nothing too trivial. It is trivial. It's trivial stuff. Making deals with demons.
Why?
Because of what we've just gone through.
Figured you want to stay away from that.
Best way to stay away from something is to know all about it, right?
I don't know if that's accurate.
That's definitely how the saying goes. I've heard it in Quest many lands.
Keep your enemies close.
Yeah.
Roll deception.
Been waiting for a deception roll. Another dice still rolling shitty, but my thing needs fine. 18. 28.
So one of those two.
You say 28?
Wait, how did you get
That
28 from a 9?
Oh, I had a 9. Sorry, I saw it as a 19.
Oh.
So
Wasn't that a 9?
I can't count right now.
It was. I think it
Um,
was a 9.
yeah, it was a 9. So 22.
I'll think on it.
Still broken.
I'll consider picking
Easy.
it up. Just stay here in the meantime.
Okay. Thank you for your consideration.
Bye. When she leaves.
Yeah,
With that said, we can take a break there.
Break!
Break
We
time!
can take a break there.
Right.
Long rest time and break time.
Okay, so, lovely viewers, we'll be back in like 10 minutes. Okay,
Good.
goodbye.
Should be able to hear us now.
You need to put in your roll.
Bam.
HP.
Can they not hear us?
No, we're good now.
Okay.
So what was it? It should be 105. So put in Shady Corn.
One shot.
So hit man
It's because I'm at the table. Sorry, I'll leave.
Yep, it's all your
It
fault.
happened from the...
No, it's all good. Okay, so Jianqi kind of comes back and comes over to you, Virian. 10 minutes, okay?
For what?
For you to use the book.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I've not seen this book before. I'm gonna scurry over to a corner and just flip it open. Start trying to jot some stuff down.
Interesting. I've never held before in my hand.
Same section. Just actually writing down some stuff this time. Gaining knowledge.
Gaining knowledge.
Cool.
Perfect.
So, I would like for you... are you looking for anything specific in this 10 minutes of reading?
I just want general knowledge about making deals with demon lords.
Okay.
What working for them entails.
Got it.
There's like a glass door type situation that can just be like, oh, that's their pay.
this is what they do. This is their salary.
This is the education you need.
The reviews.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Da-da-da.
Arcana.
Actually, make it history.
Either way, it's at a 20.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are able to sift through the pages and kind of get to the relevant information. Basically, if someone is ever hired or kind of brought on by a demon lord, they effectively become like almost like their right hand. The demon lord will often give them blessings in the form of like different kind of abilities and things. Usually things that like the demon lord themselves are very good at. Yeah. Pretty much it.
Okay. Cool. Well, take it back to Jianqi. Thank you.
Of course. So, I'll say at this point, you guys prepare to like make that trip back to Stonehaven to get this tea. How are you traveling?
By teleportation circle. So I will spend like 50 gold and draw me a circle. Once we get outside, unless there's a place that I feel like they'd be cool with me drawing a circle in the middle of the monastery. So I get outside, use prestidigitation to clear the ground with snow and whatnot, and I draw a circle. And so we're going back to wherever the one that Trixon gave me. Straight to hell. Because I don't know for
You
sure.
didn't dot your I's and cross your T's.
Darn
Hell.
it. Dang it. There we go. There it is. So I spend 50 gold.
You get splunched like in Harry Potter.
One level 5 spell down.
Okay. So as you step in, it is an unpleasant feeling. It feels as if, like, the ground beneath you, almost as if you're being pushed up by a pillar of stone, and as it pushes you up into the air, kind of goes back down. As you're flying through the air, you just feel like you're in a dream where you're falling the whole time. And it's very nauseating.
I would warn Samara before this, since we've done it before.
Yeah. That's not actually what happens. When you step into the circle, it's just kind of like, poof.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like. Yeah, experiencing this for the first time.
Do I need to make a con save?
Yes.
Okay. I can do that. Oh, 10.
Have we all been through a portal before?
I think this would be your first time
It'd be
too.
your first time too.
Unless your 70 years of life you've used one.
It'll be your first time too.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's up to you. I don't know. I feel like I've been through all kinds of portals.
I'd say you have.
Okay.
You haven't. Give me a con save too.
Cool. It's an 8.
10.
All right.
Roll low.
I'm not going to do anything like give you exhaustion. But when you arrive, it is very difficult to hold in the past things that you've eaten. It's just a lot of jerky.
Jerky and liquor.
jerky, liquor, and some food that the monastics prepare for you as well. Yeah, it's a bit of throwing up.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Cool.
At least you don't have to hold your hair back.
But you are now about 5 miles from Stonehaven.
Okay.
Solid. Oh, it's not in Stonehaven?
That was one of the worst
It's not
things that's
instant.
ever happened to me in my entire life. And that includes fighting that demon. I hate this. We're
That
not
was-
doing that again.
Quite pleasant.
You get used to it.
Getting used to it would require doing it more than once, and I'm not doing it again.
We'll just do it again right now. I can draw another one.
No, thank you.
Just keep shoving
No,
it
that's fine.
Yeah, where are we, by the way?
From the looks of it, do we recognize the area?
Mm-hmm.
From the looks of it, we're a bit outside of Stonehaven. I was kind of hoping he would give us one inside Stonehaven, but
This is Stonehaven.
no. Well, we're almost there. I'd say.
You're actually in the ruins of what used to be a castle.
Oh, man.
Yep. Like long ago.
Oh.
Like 300, 400 years ago. But there was a very prominent teleportation circle that was in this area.
He must have given us the one for the castle outside of Stonehaven. Tricks in. I'm sure there's one in town he could have given us. I guess it's the only one he knew off the top of his head.
Let's go find out.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go find him and find this tea and have some fun. I think we all deserve a drink after everything that's happened.
Some food
Yeah.
would be nice.
Food and drink, I mean, the monastery food was okay yesterday. But, I don't eat much myself, but I've been told monasteries aren't great.
A meal and something to drink, yes.
There's some good inns in town, whatnot.
Oh, we can go back to eggs and kegs.
Eggs and eggs, yes. Alright, well, onwards.
Okay. You walk the 5 miles, and you get to the entrance of Stonehaven. So you can see that there are guards there that you haven't seen before, but they seem to know of you. They're kind of greeting you as you come in. Hello. Well, welcome back.
Hi, I'm Lou.
Sure.
Sure what?
Sure.
Oh,
No, I thought the same thing.
It's a name.
I'll lean over to Val, and in Thieves' Camp, who am I supposed to be?
Nobody.
We haven't really decided on another.
We'll go see if we can work that out.
Okay.
In Stonehaven, you can do whatever you want.
He understands Thieves' Camp?
Got him!
Especially respected people like yourselves. I mean, I don't really know you, but I assume that if you're in the company of shadows, you're pretty okay.
Sure.
Everything through the zone. Did we do something here?
Apparently.
Joan, hey, isn't?
We've been here, but last time we were here, there were just a bunch of dead guards. Surely we're not being shown this hospitality because of that. Maybe the Queen's back?
Maybe word travels fast of what we just accomplished?
I'll ask him in Thieves' Camp. Is the Queen here?
Yes.
Hmm.
She just recently returned. We were all very worried. But she's back now.
Interesting.
Where was she?
The Queen's here.
Yes.
I think she took an escape route or something. Her life was in danger, and she had to leave. There was a lot of weird stuff that was happening. I was on vacation, but I came back and I got told a lot of stories, and there were a lot of funerals, and now I'm on entrance duty.
Well,
Alright.
congrats. It's a fun job. You get to see new people every day.
Thanks.
I myself am a storyteller. What stories have you currently heard of us, the Shadows?
Well,
Wait, was all that in Thieves' Camp?
Yeah, we're
God
done.
damn it.
Yeah.
I say that regardless, minus the little extra about being nice to him.
okay.
I'm going along with the conversation.
There are whispers that the reason why the Queen felt safe enough to come back was because you guys were on her side.
I mean, she is the Queen.
I think the Queen has spoken highly of you. I mean, for those good words to make it to my ears. I don't have, I'm not special or anything.
When did the Queen get back?
I'm just a guard. Trying to live a life.
You're doing a good job of it. There's many guards that I've
Thanks.
met that can't hold a conversation with those that walk through. They just check and move on with their lives. You, on the other hand, seem to be a swell guy.
I personally
Thanks.
prefer that type of guard. Are we going in?
Is Elvis stationed tonight?
Elvis. Don't know if I know him.
Is the other another guard there?
There's.
You, do you know of Elvis?
Pull out his signature.
Forget about
This is my first day, man.
Scrubs on the gate today.
Thank you.
I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
the signature out.
You all have a good day.
Yeah.
I say with
Come
heart.
back. Come back sometime. Hang out. Tell
Where-
me about your
where's, like-
adventures.
A sketchy hole in the wall that I used to hang out with. Seeing as he knows Thieves' Camp.
Scabbard.
What?
Like a sketchy hole in the wall bar that I would have gone to when I was in Stonehaven.
Is the pit here?
Skybreak?
Just tell him to meet up at Skybreak. Hell, you haven't been
Oh no.
The Fallen Rug.
In Thieves' Camp. The Fallen Rug?
What about it?
So we might see each other again.
Alright.
Stay out of trouble.
Thanks.
Alright, where are you guys off to next?
I guess Trixon.
If you guys don't mind, could you take care of that? I have to go find somebody.
Do you need help?
No, I just gotta go find Elvis.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can help.
How?
I got the signature of his.
What do I need a signature? I know who he is.
We can ask other people. I mean, I could pretend to be you and we could
No. No.
two vowels going
No.
around it. Seems like faster. Much faster. If there's two of you.
No.
I'm just gonna follow you.
That's fine.
I don't think you're supposed to tell him that part. You're supposed to just do it sneakily.
I haven't
More
finished.
more doing than saying.
I haven't finished this book yet.
Who is this person?
He's gonna help us.
With what?
You primarily.
With papers?
Mm-hmm.
Do you need money? Good, I don't have much.
I know.
Okay. So where are you headed?
To the district, I guess the higher end district where we talked with them last time, to see if if he's not there, ask whoever's stationed there if... Do I know where he lives?
I feel like we were in his house. Weren't we in his house
Yeah,
that
we
one
went
time?
to his house.
Yeah,
one
we went
time.
to his house.
Go to his
So yeah, then I'm just gonna go to his house.
I'm gonna put on my mask.
I'm just going.
I got a mask. It's a white cat mask.
Are we all going?
No, I'm going
I
to
don't
get
want
the
to use
tea.
disguise self
I'll
too
go with
much.
you.
Okay.
Well, no, you have to come with me.
Why?
How am I gonna go ask for papers for somebody if I'm not asking for papers for myself?
Do I have to be there? Why? Why would I have to be there?
There's gonna be questions on what you want your papers to say.
I don't know.
Well, we'll figure them out as they come.
Okay.
That's
Sorry.
fine. Loot and I can go.
Yeah, we'll take care of everything.
Take care of that and we'll meet at the council.
Be fine. Okay. Sounds good. I know you're trying to make a new identity, right? Just being
Probably.
real. Do you need hair dye or anything like that? I mean, the more we change, the better, right?
Yeah, but we don't know what we would be changing into at this moment.
I know, but I've got some colors on me I could give you if you don't have any on you.
That sounds permanent.
That would be the goal.
She'd just kind of touch her hair.
She'd try and touch it and realize she'd cut it.
That's right. I think I'd like to keep my natural colour.
Fair. Well, maybe convince her to use that.
We'll talk there.
I guess we go off.
Should I be using the hat?
We'll be fine.
Do you want my mask?
For what?
My mask. I'm wearing a white cat mask right now.
No, thank you.
Just keep your hood up.
I don't have a hood.
Not you.
Not yet,
Keep doing
anyway.
whatever you're doing.
I have my white mask on. I'm gonna be like fake tiptoeing.
This is how we get noticed. This is
Like an episode
She's
of
got her.
Scooby-Doo.
She's got her own theme music.
Can you
No,
just-
it's
can you just walk
100% like Kronk.
Or the Pink Panther theme.
Okay.
normal? Got it.
Projection.
I will put my hood up.
Okay.
We'll head out.
And I guess Julian and I will head towards
Going to the tea shop.
D-Shop first. Got it.
Who has Tatiana?
I thought Tatiana was
Gianchi.
staying
She's
at
still
the
at Gian
monastery.
Keys.
Isn't she like not the F out?
Yeah, we left her there.
Okay.
Yeah, we're here to get her.
Why
We're
would
gonna
we
get her
take
tea.
her?
I have
Yeah.
Martos though.
I figured you guys would just bring her along.
Oh,
Nah,
no, she's like. I thought she was asleep. Like,
If
She's
she's
asleep.
out, there's no way.
Oh, we would be carrying her?
oh, because she just needs the tea. That actually would have made more sense. If
Then
I,
Why
Yeah.
were we talking about how to bring it back?
Because we all assumed she was staying there.
Yeah.
we all assumed she couldn't move. Okay, well, if we're under the assumption that she can move, yes, we would have brought her with her, and then Virian would be carrying her, I assume.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
then
then we
let's say
wouldn't.
you're carrying her.
Val would have told them to take her. Val would have told
And I am leading Martos in front of me.
if they were looking for, unless they're taking her to keep her at Trixon's or something like that, he would have told them to take her to the place that he stayed. The last time he was here. It's not the terrace because that's in
Nothing.
Northon.
Hmm.
Not the Belgor.
Not the Belgor. What was the? I don't remember the hotel.
I have to look it up.
Okay, well that's fine. He would have handed them 500 gold and told them
It's the Gills and Loft.
the Gills and Loft. He would have handed them a pouch of gold instead of they. If you guys aren't leaving her with Trixon, just leave her here. The Gills and Loft.
Noted.
Hand me a
We
pouch
will-
of gold.
We would
And a pouch
definitely
of gold.
do
I
that.
don't want to inconvenience Trixon any more than we already have.
That's what they're there for.
Yeah, I know.
Might as well use it.
Take that 500 gold,
How much are you giving?
500.
Oof. Okay.
right?
And I'll give them 50 platinum.
I take 50 platinum.
Okay. Cool.
One Jordan.
Don't go for that cheap yet. He found me hasn't
you're
broken.
the pack mule. What? You're the pack mule.
For what?
For Tatiana.
For
I mean, I
for
can be a
Tatiana.
mule if I need.
An actual mule.
I can make quite an ass of myself.
Perfect.
Okay.
And ask if they give return stayers a discount, please, because it's not cheap.
Is it a nice place?
It is very nice.
Okay. Interesting. Noted.
You don't think that they're going to take some sort of offense to him bringing an unconscious woman and just leaving her there?
It's if she needs to rest after drinking the tea. We're not going to bring her there straight away and leave her there.
You can ask a guard to escort you, so it doesn't sound suspicious.
Because otherwise that looks extremely suspicious.
I mean, it already is suspicious. We'll walk through the gate.
Because I don't think they ever went to
unconscious
it while he
body.
was there. Nah.
Why is this suspicious?
Because she's unconscious.
I mean, people go to sleep all the time.
Not just in broad daylight.
Isn't that a thing?
You've got some rapport in these parts.
Yeah. Okay. But, yes.
And we're off. Break.
All right, so I would like for the two of you to make a persuasion check.
Me?
1 and 2.
Look at my face because you have the best modifier in the world.
You make one as well.
17?
9.
It's an 8.
Oof.
Okay. While that's happening, I would say that you guys make it to Elvis in the Fenfine district, but you can't seem to. That's distracting.
I hope it doesn't. I hope you all can't see it, hear it.
Mine's getting too.
Stonehaven, of all places.
Of all places.
In Stonehaven. Someone's cabbage cart.
My cabbages!
Snap.
You are not able to find out information about Elvis. He doesn't seem to be in his house, and the guards that you've asked have either been very tight-lipped, or they have no clue where he went.
The tight-lipped ones would immediately be detected.
Detected?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first guard that you speak to, he is a lot older. He's actually human. He's in his 70s. Like they are really, just
What the hell?
trying to fill out ranks with people who were just interested because of the massacre that happened earlier. The first thing that pops into his head is going down to the brothel after work, and how Elvis used to like that brothel.
Okay. And I guess if there was any other ones that I would have asked information that seemed very yeah, never heard of them. That would probably have been the other person, because I would blow both of them.
And the ones that said never heard of him actually never heard of him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or not ever heard of them.
And the name
if I
of-
would have incited that not ever heard of them, if they were yeah, I've never heard of Elvis. Who is he? Kind of way. But if the only one that was the old guy, then that would have been the only one I would have used.
The only other information that you get from him is the name of the brothel, just the Thirsty Tiger.
Thirsty Tiger. Well, we're going to the Thirsty Tiger. Oh, Sumiko's with us too? Go to
Oh,
the Thirsty
goodness.
Tiger.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
And you guys, I guess, going to the Gills and Loft.
Oh no, we're going to Tea Shop.
Tea shop.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, to make matters easy, I will say that Fawn provides you with this tea. He begins the preparations for making it, because it is tea that involves some of his own key energy as well. So it's going to take about 4 or 5 hours.
I guess I can roleplay it or not, but I would have asked if Tatiana could rest here in the meantime. So,
He lays her down on the grass that is within his shop,
Luke's definitely not just pocketing that 500 gold.
and he places her down, and
That's it.
Sweet. I guess off to Trixon's we go then.
Yeah, let's go see Trixon.
Okay.
Where are you three going?
The thirsty tiger.
The brothel.
I'm sure I would have been there at one point during my 2-week stay.
So,
What's it called?
you've never been to the Thirsty Tiger,
Okay.
actually.
Oh no.
Yeah. It is a well-kept secret,
Oh.
and it's actually it's in the basement of one of the smaller churches.
Makes sense.
All above board.
Yeah.
I would just walk up to the church and be like, solid.
And you know, being who you are, would never just step foot in this church.
No.
So unless you were told about it, which you weren't, it's like, why would I go there?
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
You walk in and kind of ask about it, and the priest is kind of,
Sure. Right this way. And
I would just nod to him.
This is an interesting church.
he takes you into the third confessional. He opens it. It has a lock. He opens it, and there's stairs leading down.
I'm good. I'm walking right in.
Three Hail Marys. 25. Have fun.
Do
They
all
close it.
churches have these secret entrances?
No, darling, they do not. I think you'd better stay close to me.
Those eyes about to super open.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Should we leave her up in the church? Should we stay up in the church? Do you want to do this on your own?
No, Sumiko can come. This is what she wants to learn.
What are we going into again?
We're getting information, Sumiko.
No, but where are we?
We're in a church.
We're about to walk into a...
Obviously.
Under the church, there's a whorehouse.
A den of ill repute.
It's a whorehouse.
Whorehouse sounds... It's a whorehouse, Sumiko.
I don't know what that is.
I
Never
think we
mind.
should keep her in the church. I can do that. Let's stay up here.
I want to go.
You're religious. Tell me about your god. Let's go.
And see,
I don't want to talk about Muhammad.
if she stays up there, if both of them stay up there, he's gonna use message to Samira. If they stay up there.
I don't want to stay. I'm going to follow you.
Right. I tried.
Val's
Let's
never
go now.
taken me to a bad place.
He's about to.
I don't know.
There's
Okay.
plenty of bad places.
So as you come downstairs, the first thing that you notice is as you're walking down the steps, there are about 40 steps walking down. They're pretty steep. There's a railing you can hold on to. But after about a minute of walking, there's a mist that comes from the walls. Picture in your mind kind of the mist that goes over vegetables at a grocery store. And kind of just, hits your clothes and everything. It's water. As you're walking as you continue walking downstairs, you can see that there is just a solitary brown countertop. There's a person standing behind it. They have a blank mask on. There's not even eye slits or anything. There isn't even a mouth slit. There's no nose slit. There's no nose nostril slits either. So you get the feeling of how can this person breathe properly.
Doesn't matter.
And you see that they have a gothic choker on. They have a couple of stack of papers next to them and a pen.
It's that kind of place.
They get out 3. So twist them to face you. Welcome.
to the thirsty tiger.
Oh, that's completely unnecessary. We're looking for someone.
Hold on.
Listen,
Hold on.
listen. I understand. You know, you want what you want. But you have to sign this first in case anything happens. I mean,
He's already signing.
we don't have to we don't have to charge you
Since
at all.
Mel's signing, I'm also signing.
And then if anything happens to our lovely employees, nothing at all either. Go ahead and sign. Are you?
Yeah, if he was signing, I'm signing.
Please.
I figured this is like a museum.
Is this your first time?
We're really just looking for someone.
I understand that. A
We're
lot
not-
of people come down here. They're looking for someone specific. You have a favorite. That's okay. I figured that.
No,
I figured it was your first
No,
time.
I'm sorry. No.
She's new to this.
No, I'm
I see. It's your
I
first
am
time.
not anything
then.
to this.
Go ahead and sign this
We're
first.
looking
and
for
then...
someone who is potentially a customer. We are not looking to have any sort of experience here.
Samara, this is not how this works. Sign it. Or go back upstairs.
I don't like how this works.
Well, this is how it works, unfortunately.
This is how it works. Fortunately.
Oh.
Fortunately. It saves us, it saves you. You know, everyone gets saved, you know. We're in a church after all.
Would you say this is a very holy place?
I would say this is the holiest of places.
Oh god, that was no.
You two can wait out here.
No, I'm going with you.
I mean, honestly, it really depends
I'm
on
paying for
what
myself.
you're into. You
Okay.
know, we have some rooms that are a little bit more holy than other rooms. If you know.
I don't, but I mean, a god's a god, I guess.
I will sign the paper to keep an eye on you.
Thank you.
So,
Why would I hear?
are we going random selection today, or are you coming for someone specific?
You can take it from here.
All right, here you go. Here is the dart for you.
The what?
Here's a dart.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not here for any of that.
Puts the dart down. And you can see that a dartboard comes, you know, kind of floating
Don't.
from the back. It's a floating dartboard, and it's kind of moving just slightly. You can see that there are a lot of different combinations of names
I'm
on
gonna
the
pick it up.
dartboard.
No.
I like games.
It's not a game.
It clearly looks like a game.
It's not a game.
Will you be throwing?
I mean, I'm just following him.
And you have the dart. You have. Oh, okay.
I threw one.
Roll for hit.
Should I also do that?
Sure.
6.
What am I?
Am I adding anything, or is it a flat roll?
Flat roll.
Okay.
Oh,
You
it's a
realize-
But
nine.
you can add your dex mod.
It'll be fine.
Oh,
Both of you can add your dex mod.
Go with her
By
if you would like.
herself.
Val gave
13.
dex mod.
You
can add to that roll.
9.
9 and
13.
13. Okay. Yours lands kind of towards the upper right side, almost off the paper, but it hits the outermost ring. Oh, you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat. You see, the patrons they call them Big B,
Okay.
and man, you'll be happy. You'll be satisfied. Then again, everyone on here, you'll be satisfied. You. Okay. You're a bit small. You landed on Kenny. We call him Killer Kenny
Oh my god.
for reasons. He's actually one of the reasons we have papers
waivers.
like this.
Sumiko, I'm going to be polite for this one time. You should probably not go. You should probably wait here.
I mean, if that is what you're into, I can give him
This
a
is fair warning.
I can
think
give
we
him
should
a
all
warning.
probably
Maybe
be going
he
to the
can
same room.
maybe he can go a
I
little
don't-
easy.
I was just gonna follow him.
Sometimes it's best not to.
I don't need to go to my own wherever. I'm just gonna go to the same place as you.
That was the plan.
Yeah.
How about this? I'll give you guys the starter pack, and we just can go from there. How about that?
That's fine.
All right. So he kind of motions over to the one door that is there, and the door just kind of jiggles. The handle jiggles as well, and go on.
I'm warning you if you don't want to come. Then I just walk in.
I walk right in behind you.
I follow.
Okay.
Head and shake.
As
Can
you
I say
as,
through the stone. Hey guys, we're on our way to Trixon's. I know you guys are hungry. We found a merchant. Huge sausages. Some big sausages. There's also some eggplant if you guys.
No.
I know I'm a vegetarian, so I'll probably get the eggplant. Anybody? Sausages.
I don't eat myself, so I wouldn't mind picking up a few extras.
Can you get something for Lily?
You want to get sausage? Lily?
She hasn't eaten today.
Okay, I'll try to get a small sausage bits for Lily.
all right, right this way.
Clutch.
As if it wasn't bad enough.
Just the biggest.
I give you inspiration, Renee.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if that would encourage that, but
It does here.
Yep. Here's the table for it. Anyways, so as you guys walk in to this door, you open it, and it is a fully rug-covered room. Like, there's rugs on the wall, rugs on the ceilings, and rugs on the floor. It's extremely comfy, and there aren't, like, parts of the rug that are, like, matted or anything. It's just nice.
There's almost
what?
That is kind of nice.
that's yeah.
And you can just
Nice
see
feature.
that there are pretty much on each wall there are two like faucets that are kind of protruding out of the wall, and they have a button on top that kind of just like shoots water, stuff like that. You can see that there is kind of a double king size bed in the middle of this large room, and there's a person who's just kind of laying on the bed, kind of like this. You can't really tell what they look like or anything. They have on a mask, and they're fully clothed. Their hand is kind of like a darkish gray. And they kind of motion to the three of you. Ooh. Three. At once. Huh.
Is that unusual?
I don't get paid enough for this.
What do you get paid for?
No, before, no, that's all right.
What would you like me to look like?
Can you be a cat?
Oh, God.
Are there any chairs in here? Are there any chairs?
No.
No, there's not. Damn, okay.
As you can see, just tabaxi
No,
ears.
no.
Tabaxi ears forming.
We're not here for the type of thing that you're typically used to, I think. Val,
That's
please
what they.
take over.
That's what they all say.
Is that your
Uh-huh.
job to turn into things?
Yes.
I suppose.
Val, please.
Turn into
Ask her.
things.
Do you know who
and
Elvis is?
Turn on to things.
Do you know who Elvis is? Apparently he's a regular patron. We're looking for him. We need to know where he is. We don't need anything else. Anything else.
As abrupt as she is, it is true. I will happily pay you whatever your rate is, though.
Fine.
let that go on.
Thank
too
you.
long.
I liked those.
Oh my word.
We're going to have a long talk after this.
Oh no.
About what?
The birds and the bees.
Oh no.
As soon as she says that, I'm gonna message her. Oh yeah, she saw us too. Anyway,
If that
information?
is the case, I'm just gonna be real with you all.
That's fine.
All right.
Wait, what? Excuse me? When? No, we're having this conversation right now.
No,
I'm sure I can't hear this.
Does this?
The cave.
Is this off through message or is this out loud?
You what?
What?
Anyway, you two can talk that out. Anyway, I got information to get. All right, Big B.
I'm confused.
I'm not Big B.
Who the hell is Big B?
Did they lie to us?
You got Kenny, he got Big B.
Right, that's where we were going.
Oh, that's right. We got the starter pack. Anyway,
Oh, that's
Elvis.
right. Do you know of such a person?
I know of such a person. I believe that the last time they came in here was 2 weeks ago, maybe
2 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks. If you ask nicely, they might be able to check the logs for you.
He was a regular, correct?
I suppose. I've seen him a couple times.
Did you see him 2 weeks ago, or was that just you heard he was here 2 weeks ago?
I heard he was here.
Do you know from who?
I don't.
The guards around town seem very... A lot of new ones, obviously.
I heard that there's a lot going on with that.
Like?
Man, I don't know. I'm just trying to make a living here. You're really killing my mood.
Okay, well, my money's not going to kill your mood, so...
It is. I enjoy what I do.
What do you
Sorry.
do again?
Nope, that's alright.
Actually,
you know what? Tell her.
I
think it's better when people are told things.
Probably.
I get very close with people. We're great. We make great friends.
Making friends is nice.
Not in that way.
We are the greatest of friends.
In a different way.
Bump uglies.
Did you say bump uglies? How does that work?
Simika, do you know how children are made? Oh, go ahead. Explain this live on screen.
takes off the mask.
Yep.
Just a white cat with fur.
Oh.
And,
like my cat.
Yeah.
Take out Lily.
Oh no.
Just
You
pet her.
brought your cat in here.
She's kind
She's
of.
always on me.
Uh-huh.
They just like adjust themselves a little bit. Honey, come here. Come take a seat.
Well, I will gladly pay for this.
I'll go sit down.
How many platinum do you need? All of them? Perfect.
That's her, it's her arm across you. So,
This is your fault. I want you to know that.
So, men, they have this tool, and women have this other tool, and they jam the first tool into the second one
Real quick. Is there stream rated for this?
repeatedly.
We're 18. Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
Where do they get these tools?
They're born with them. They're born with them.
Oh,
Where do they find them?
Oh god.
I think that's the point. You're not supposed to find them. You're supposed to make them disappear.
How do you make them disappear?
How much money you got?
Oh god.
Enough.
Okay.
No.
We'll
No, that's not how this is happening. Sumiko, do you remember what you saw the other night before we fought Bizno? Apparently.
I mean, I remember what I saw, but
Where
it was
was
just
she?
me.
Creeping.
And you let that happen? You're sick.
It was a little too late.
What you saw the other day, Val and me, that's what this person does for a living.
Patrolling.
Yes.
It's not called patrolling.
Yes.
Yes.
Patrolling.
Patrolling.
Yep.
That's not what it's called.
Why do people patrol?
That's a good question.
Maybe when you're older.
How old? I'm already 79.
I mean,
Maybe 80. Maybe 80.
have you ever been interested in anyone?
Maybe.
In a romantic way?
Maybe. I don't know.
That sounds like a yes.
Tell us.
I said hello to them.
Who?
A person?
You're already thinking of someone, though.
What's their name?
Doesn't matter.
I don't care. By the way, sometimes when people feel about each other the same way that you feel about that person, that's what they do. And sometimes they don't have to feel anything about each other.
That's confusing.
Anyway, this was a waste of time. How much?
It was a waste of time.
Wait, so do you have feelings for all the people you patrol with?
No, like I said, sometimes you don't need to have feelings.
Do you have feelings for each other?
I don't
It's
think
complicated.
so. Is that
Have you met prior to those 2 months together? Is that where you got that ring from?
No.
He's married.
You're actually married?
Not married.
Yeah, he is.
What ring?
His wedding
I don't
ring.
know what finger I would have. I guess I'd have it on my ring finger.
It's funny because you're actually wearing it.
Yeah.
I know.
The one that keeps people out of your mind.
No.
No, he has a wedding ring. He showed it to me. And
I actually
a letter,
woke up with this one
the
here.
letter that said "See you at the honeymoon," and
You are married.
Mm-mm.
It sounds like you're
Not
married.
that I'm aware of.
is that a problem?
Probably.
Are you not supposed to patrol while you're married?
Typically, you only patrol with one person while you're married.
That's true.
Should you patrol and then get married, or get married and then patrol?
That doesn't matter.
Some people have different views. How much?
40 gold.
Okay.
And your time's up. Come again.
No, thank you.
It sounds like he shouldn't, because he's already married and shouldn't be patrolling
I'll come alone next
with other
time.
people.
Honey, when you're here, you never have to come alone.
Oh goodness.
He can bring his wife,
Good. Touche. Thank you. I need that.
which maybe is just you. Maybe you forgot.
No, I think I'd remember. I'm not married.
Not yet.
What? Don't look at me like that. I don't
Do you
like
know how to plan a wedding?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Alright, so you guys leave.
Yep.
Can I pay her an extra, 5 gold and say thank you for being gentle with her? She just knows nothing. I
Sure.
don't know how she survived this long without...
She went into, went into mom mode.
Get mom.
Get mom.
It's like a kid's TV show.
Cat mom.
Cat mom.
Alright.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, yeah. Chat thinks so as well.
You're welcome,
Oh,
chat.
God.
A lot of
Hey, I told him to
oh
stay
my
out.
god, is this happening?
Yeah.
I tried.
Sumiko literally knows nothing.
She does now. She knows things now.
Fair.
Mm.
All right, so I would say at this point, you guys now will start to return to where those boys are at.
Sumiko, what you saw on the way, what you saw, you do not need to share with anyone else in the group. I understood.
Mhm.
Consider it a secret between you and me. And Val.
Yeah, I've kept secrets for Val before.
Have you?
Have you?
Happy.
Mm-hmm.
Like that he's married?
That, and the house,
Oh, the
and
family
his
thing.
second family, and
I've told you about that one.
Uh-huh.
And she still fuck the secrets that she
So those are all the secrets, so you know how that goes.
I didn't tell anyone.
As you were walking up to Trixon's shop, Trixon's Vixens,
We're going to the shop or we're going to the tea shop?
We went to
We
you went to
are-
the
Got
tea shop. So
Okay.
as you are walking up, you can see that there is a purple-haired human. She appears to be about maybe in her late 20s or early 30s. She has on armor, breastplated armor, and she doesn't have any weapons or anything on her, but she just looks like she's been through some stuff. You can kind of see it on her face. You also notice that she has two differently colored eyes. One is red and one is green. You can see that she is knocking pretty hard on Trixon's door. Do either of you answer? Trixon is in the back room right now.
We're in the.
We're in
Shop.
Trixon's shop.
Yeah, we're on the way.
Yeah, I would.
No, I'll answer.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the door with loot. And-
Crack it open.
Yeah. It's a shop, so. Hi.
Hi. I have to speak with you.
With me.
Yes,
I'm not the owner here.
I'm aware.
Who are you?
I'm someone that you might be interested in.
And why is that?
Interested? How so?
We have a lot to talk about.
I don't. Why would I be interested in you?
Oh shit!
You have one of these.
No.
See, there's
No.
there's a white stone embedded in her chest.
Oh shit!
And the rest of you, walking over, for the briefest of seconds, you can feel like almost like a piercing headache, and then it instantly fades. It lasts about 2 seconds. And as you're walking over, you can kind of see that there's this woman who's just going like this to Virian. You can't really see her front.
What a day!
What a day.
Oh shit!
Do I notice that they look like they're in pain?
I assume it would have hit all of us.
Mhm.
I don't know. So.
Everybody?
Everyone.
Me included?
Not
Okay.
really, no.
I didn't know you didn't understand.
I don't have one of those.
Did it happen as soon as we came inside of her?
No.
Okay.
It's kind of as you were walking closer. It was like a very brief second.
Do we like round a corner or anything like that and see the door cracked with them talking to her?
I mean, we would have like fully opened.
Or out of their eyesight? Would we see that?
I'd say so, but you were kind of walking over at that time.
I'd say the door is fully open. I don't think neither Virian or I would have cracked the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, what was that?
You know what it is. We have a lot that we have to talk about. Not a lot of time.
Oh, you come in.
Okay.
Again, my name is Loot. And you are?
Kian.
Kian.
At this point, she then turns towards you and gives you a very puzzled look. It's waiting for you as well.
Who is this?
It's about time you showed up.
She has a stone.
Yes. Kian. Is there?
A stone, like the stone.
Yeah.
You need to talk.
Have we met?
No.
Why are you lying?
I'm not lying.
Insight.
Roll it.
Oof. I'm gonna use a luck.
Oh.
We're using the gold. There we go. That's 14.
14. She seems always like she's hiding something. Like there is always something more to the truth that she's telling. But she doesn't seem as if she's lying. Just maybe some omission.
That's fine.
We've never met. In person, that is. However, I think I know of some people that you've hung out with, you've run with. Ortha y Sir Vassel. Does that ring a bell?
Does it?
You told me.
Was it a different language or was it a name?
You told me. Does it ring a bell to you?
I have no idea what that means.
What about you?
Me?
Yes?
Does that ring a bell?
Yes.
No, why would it?
I know of the both of you. I know of your abilities. I know that you speak the language of the drow as well as the elves. So do you. I mean, obviously.
Obviously.
This name is a mix of Elvish and Undercommon. It's the name of a group. It roughly translates to Disguises of the Lightless.
What does that have to do with us?
It has everything to do with you.
I've never heard of it, so it has nothing to do with me at the moment.
And
Oh,
nothing to
it
do
does.
with me.
It does. You see, their influence pervades every aspect of this continent. I think that we need to talk.
We're talking.
Somewhere private. Somewhere where I can give you all information. My conscience can be clear.
The shop is plenty private.
Are we standing in the doorway? Okay.
Is there anyone else?
Because you guys are walking up.
Oh, okay.
I did invite her in, so.
I know, but she stopped and kind of looked their way and recognized them.
Fine, let's get this over with.
Is there anyone inside the shop other than Viren and I?
Corinne's in there, but she's kind of messing with like the inventory, like kind of like putting stuff out, and she has a sheet that she's checking off stuff.
What are we dealing with, Tatiana?
Monks.
There's a private room downstairs, I think.
Yes. The training room.
Yeah.
Where's Trixon? Should he be involved?
Did we
It's probably
just
better
get
to
here
not
like
have him involved.
right before? Okay.
We saw what happened last time we involved him.
Do you know what this is?
No idea.
You should.
Why?
It's about time that you inform them of your past.
We need informative on my past. Which part?
We shouldn't play games. Was it the Silver Fang? Was that it?
Let's not play games.
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
It has to do with everything.
Why?
Again, let's just keep everything out in the open. I can give you all this information and be on my way. I only seek to help you here. Inform me of what's to come.
Who did you hear about that from?
I have my sources.
Detective.
Okay. The first thing that is on her mind is the siphoners. They are
PHONERS.
yes.
Perfect.
I love this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like confusion. They are the second rank from below, from the ground up. They are the second rank in a crime organization.
So they're low. They're on the low scale. To most people, nobody's.
Correct. A crime organization known as the Night Masks.
I know who they are.
I thought you said it was unlikely that you were going to be hearing from anyone from that time in your life.
You never know what follows you.
Like I said, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to cause you any pain. I only wish to give you information.
Then give us the information.
This is going to be a long talk. Do you have time?
How long does Tatiana need to rest?
4 or 5 hours.
We have 4 or 5 hours.
She might need to be here as well.
Can you
Considering that
wait?
she also has a stone. I can.
Are we in danger? In trouble?
Not yet.
Who are you with?
I can't say.
Can't or won't?
Won't.
Which of the two are you with?
Of what two?
And I'll try and probe deeper. Just to basically be like, I'm already in your head, so.
No.
No what?
You're not probing deeper.
Oh, no. I wasn't probing deeper for mine, for me. I was just probing deeper to basically be like, I already have the 2 names I'm asking about.
Oh, got it. I thought you were trying to probe deeper
No.
with your detect thoughts spell.
No.
Okay. Neither.
Then who are you with?
I work for myself.
That's a dangerous thing.
It is. But I have a knack for staying out of trouble.
Apparently not. Trouble things behind us.
So let's talk. Or are we waiting? We should probably wait.
You found us.
In the meantime, tell me about this fight that you all just recently went through.
We sent a Baylor demon back to where he belonged. That's it.
Baylor Demon is no easy feat.
It was not.
Where'd you hear of our fight?
I'm assuming she has her sources.
I have my sources.
Can't you tell?
No.
Fair.
Anyways, I'm gonna go take a walk. I'll be back.
Back here or back where you'll find us again?
I'll find you.
I'm gonna say, have a nice walk in Draconic.
Okay. You can see that she pauses. And
as it appears that she's about to say something, she just kind of keeps walking. Do you want to say anything else?
Close the door.
Okay.
Well, that was strange.
How much do they know? My turn to ask you that.
If they knew that name, they know most of. She knows.
No, I mean them.
Them?
I know.
If they knew I was in the Thieves Guild.
How much of it?
Not all of it.
Would you prefer to keep it to yourself? Seems like it's going to come out one way or another.
You
Perhaps.
hear coming down the steps into the training area. I think I deserve to be part of this conversation as well. I think I'd like to know the things that I'm getting into.
You don't have to get into them any further than you already have.
Would you not say that I deserve it?
Do you want to deserve it? Honestly?
Just want to know what's going on.
Yeah, how much do you want to know, though? You just want to know if we're safe, or do you want to know the details?
We're not asking you to put your life on the line for us again, Trixon.
You've done too much for us already.
We're friends. That's what I do.
Yeah, we are, but you are a good friend. Don't know many good friends that will put their lives on the line.
I'd just like to know. I don't have to be a part of it.
Fair?
I guess at this point, you guys can decide to talk and share things.
I'll give him a short rundown.
Okay.
A small breakdown.
Give the viewers a TLDR.
TLDR.
Yeah.
Talking to the viewers or talking to the group?
Both.
Sure. Both.
I don't know
Well, obviously,
any of this.
it's after Trixon came down. The short story, as you knew, I was with the Shadow Thieves, but some things happened, and a group was made off books. It was not quite sanctioned. Things happened, and I left town.
The things that happened.
What happened?
Elaborate.
You remember when we were in the Underdark, and we found the wanted posters? That was a ramification of what we did.
What we did.
You did what I did.
What wanted posters?
A wanted poster. I don't know. Have
He's
my
the
face on
only
it.
one here that knows about it.
Oh yeah, 'cause you weren't there. You weren't there.
You were
Right.
Virian only.
The only person that kept one was Xena.
You should tell them about the opposing group.
What did you guys do?
Got information
About what?
about a group that was moving into our territory, and the Shadow Thieves weren't quite doing enough to get that information, so we figured out other ways to get it.
Tell them about the Night Mask as well.
They are a very scary organization.
And are they someone that may apparently still be involved with you?
I mean, I'm sure it hasn't been forgotten. As the wanted posters are still up in the Underdark.
Right?
What exactly are you wanted for?
What was on the sheet? Trying to think back. What was on the sheet?
There's a list of things.
Shit, it was a
Yeah. A list of things and like 50,000
murder,
gold.
battery, assault,
10,000?
arsony.
The list goes on. Some of it may be made up.
How many of these groups were you a part of?
What do you mean?
All these guilds.
I was with one guild.
You were only part of the shadow teams.
Yes.
And the group that they formed.
Yes, and the group that we formed that was not known.
The Night Mask.
No.
No.
What is it called?
We don't have to worry about that.
I think we do.
Consider me asking this one time.
You
What
did
you
tell
asked
us
me
to
to.
ask.
I would appreciate the information.
The group within the guild was called Black Spectre. And it was ran by 5 of us. Myself, 3 others, and our handler within the guild. You saw 2 of those people die when we were in the Underdark. Do you remember the people that were hung?
Yes.
Those were 2 of the members.
What are the other members doing right now?
I don't know.
You're being hunted. Beyond the Underdark.
It would seem information has gotten out beyond the Underdark.
Do you deserve it?
Probably. Do you remember the dwarf that we met? The dwarf female that we met in the Underdark?
Yes.
Her father was one of the people that we killed.
Why?
Because he was working with the Night Mask.
What? It's just two groups of bad people fighting for territory.
Or is it one group of worse people?
From our perspective, there was one group worse than the other.
Tell them why.
Are we using common lore for Night Mask? No? Because we were told to.
And at this point, you can hear steps again. There seems to be more than one person coming down the steps. You can see that the woman that you just met is walking down the steps. And you see a very confused Tatiana walking behind her.
Of course.
Perfect.
Tatiana, the first thing that she says is, Ortha Isir Lascelle. What is that?
What is it translate from Elvish and Drow? What is it? Or
It's
Undercommon?
the disguises of the Lightless.
Oh, Disguise of the Lightless.
Yeah.
As she
Night
says
masks.
Hmm.
I mean,
that,
masks disguises.
you can hear something click in your pocket.
In mine?
In your bag, rather.
Fuck is that?
So you open it up, and you find that the treasure chest, the small chest that you stole from Philandria's house that you couldn't get open, upon hearing this, it opened. There is a small note on the inside. It's blank. But you can tell that it has some kind of magical aspect to it. As you think about where you got it from, you think about that town, you can see that words start to form on the paper that kind of show her thoughts about the town, things that have happened in the past, and her role in them.
Ooh, diary.
Who, Philandria's thoughts?
Yeah. And
Oh, because she was working with them.
And the one thing that stands out to you, a lot of it doesn't make sense because it's kind of in a code almost.
Yeah.
But the one thing that stands out to you is the name of the mayor that you killed. There is a small segment that was written about him in that they explain
that they basically extorted him and forced him to work with the Night Masks. And if not, his people were going to be killed. And his city was going to be taken. But working with them made his city get taken anyway.
Yeah.
But that he was mostly innocent.
He was a pawn.
That's it. And that, my friends, is where we'll end for the night. So much to think about.
Well, thank you, Jordan.
You're goddamn welcome.
I never understood why people would want to patrol, so thanks.
I'm gonna go.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm gonna go drink some more.
You know, I didn't realize that as a DM I would have to explain
Yeah, Mike.
explain, you know, sex and where babies come from.
Oh
but
goodness.
you know what? I do it for the viewers.
So you literally lived like
Yeah,
I feel
you
like
do.
under a rock.
Yep.
Literal rock.
Do it for y'all. And I forgot that I didn't even say a code word
Oh yeah, for the giveaway.
for the giveaway.
Oh no.
What's a good code word?
Patrol.
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 Okay.
What was the name of the brothel?
The
No, that's like too
Taste-
long.
Yeah,
Thirsty
Thirsty
Tiger.
Patrol.
Thirsty
Just
Tiger.
I was gonna say
Patrol.
the Tasty Tiger.
The tasty
Tasty
tiger.
Okay,
Oh,
so
goodness.
if you are in chat and you want an extra entry into our giveaway, you can DM us with the word patrol
On Twitter or Instagram.
on Twitter or Instagram.
Twitter.
Just DM the word patrol.
Wow.
Yeah. And that'll count
Yeah.
as that'll count as an extra entry.
Yeah.
You will need to do like the basic stuff to be you know.
You got to do more than just patrol to get into the giveaway.
You got yeah.
What a patrol to get into the giveaway around here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess as long as you get to pay.
Wow.
Yes. So that is the first episode of the second chapter.
Starting it off right.
Started off right.
I personally thought it was a good, but
I mean, every episode that we do is good. Johnny Midnight, thanks for the sub. He comments, patrol. Now
she's
let's
still
see.
gonna probably call it patrolling.
Yep.
Let's see.
That's fine.
I feel like we should raid someone, guys.
Do
I
it.
feel like we should raid someone. Kiz. I don't know who this person is, but we're gonna show this person a good time.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna
go
patrol.
No.
We're gonna patrol.
No.
Be nice, Jazz.
No.
Be nice.
Be nice.
Stop. Stop it.
Fail dice only. The Duchess, thanks for the sub. We miss you.
We miss you.
And have a great night. Enjoy
Yes.
Kiz.
Bye.
Do that. Okay. AP.
I want to read the chat.
Wow.
It was just